All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here. Game will be on shortly, and it is time, baby. 1 ball, 1 dot so far. Rajasthan Royals, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis at opening partnership. You got Trent Bolt bowling, and this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is for all the marbles, kind of. This is to get to the spot for all the marbles. We're talking about the Rajasthan Royals. We're talking about RCB trying to win this final playoff game before the final match. And Virat Kohli is on the board with his first run. 1 run off 2 balls. And quick run right there. Him and Faf for both communicating there. Run out wasn't really too close. But man alive, here it is. What's up, Han? Here it is. It's finally time for me to watch an entire RCB playoff match, and I'm super excited for it. Either way, something good happens for me. Obviously, I want – nice stop by Buttler. Wow. That was amazing. He was like levitating over the surface of the ground, and he gets his paw out there to stop it from getting any farther than just the 1 run. Either way, I'm in a good spot. RCB wins. Obviously, that's the mistress. That's one of my teams right there. I'm excited about that. Rajasthan wins. That was my prediction since the very beginning of the season. Gujarat, I predicted that they'll be like 2008 Royals. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. What's up, Jack? What's up, Til Kaladu? What is up, Barath? We'll have to find out. What's up, Kush? And again, what's up, Han Solo? Get this out of the way. Gabe sucks. Thank you. He will be on shortly. Absolutely. And Faf also gets his first run. 3 balls, 2 runs so far. Rajasthan wins the toss. They elect to field. And they're thinking, we're going to chase this, baby. We're going to chase whatever the score is. We're going to chase whatever the score is. They have the pieces to do it. I was thinking for a second that Tawai was on their team, but that was last year. He's on the Titans team, so they don't have him as a finisher, but they have their own finishers. Bolt, man, that was close. He is he's looking for the edge right there, I believe. Looking for the edge. And I've seen Kohli get out on that ball many, many times early in a match, early in his innings. So it's a good sign to see him just leave that. Very, very good sign. Here comes the 5th ball. Here comes the run-up. And Kohli decides to not take it for a run. They may have gotten a sucker run in there, but what's the point of risking it? Parag wasn't able to get the handle on that right off the bounce. And holy cow. What's up, Rain Fire? What's up, sup? Titans for the win no matter who wins today. If Titans chase, they win. Ooh. Sup. Throwing it down. Getting the Titans up in this stream. And, I really like the little graphics, the little icons below the pictures. And that's a shot right there. 4-6. 6 on the board. Put it on the board. Yeah. There's a 6 right there for Kohli to finish the over. Bolt, he only gave up 2 runs before that. Now it's 8 in the over. 8 for no loss. RCB. 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 Oh, you're going to hear that quite a bit. You're going to hear that quite a bit today. So if you can't stand that, sorry, but still stick around, please, because we're going to have a whole lot of fun in this stream. More than 100,000 fans in the stadium. Is that true? Holy cow. Baras says, happy holidays, Nick. Hopefully the school season got over well. It did go over well. It did finish well. Appreciate you saying that. I'm going to be going back next week for 2 weeks of summer school to get some extra money and to be able to help students a little bit more in this summer to catch up from what they lost for the pandemic. But appreciate that. The end of the year was great. All positive. I had yesterday off, which was really nice. I have today off. I'm super excited about this match. And we got Krishna there. No surprise there with the second over. Trent Dinda. Not quite. Let's hope he does become that, right? But not quite. What's up, Tohadol Islam? Appreciate that. He says RCB is going to win today. We need all the positivity. They need all the positivity. Faf, oh no. Krishna think he got him there. He thinks he got LBW. The umpire, not a chance, buddy boy. Faf, you can't go out early like that. You can't go early like that. They got 10 seconds to review, and they're not going to take it. Samson's like, no. I was surprised Samson didn't get selection on the squad for the international series. I really am. He's been in really good form. He's been good enough form to be, on as a reserve selected there, but it's all good. That is that did not hit bat, but that might be missing leg. I think that's missing leg. Let's see what ball tracking has for us. Oh, what's up, Mr. Gabe? What's up, Goose?
Ooh. What's going on there, Maverick? Super excited for this one. Super excited for this one. I'll even give that to you.
Hey, talk to me, Goose. What do you think of this match?
Ooh, you know what? I was actually waiting till that first over was over because my stomach was in knots and to jump on. But on that last ball, Kohli pumps him for a 6, and
Did you take him as captain like you said you were going to?
Listen, man, listen. You already know, cousin. I put in work.
No. I didn't make him captain or vice captain. I don't want to rain on your parade. That's all you, man. He's on my squad. What's up, G-Tech? G-Tech. Why do I always struggle with that name? Gosh.
He's actually on the squad, but I didn't want to jinx him either. But he's on the squad. I put him in there. He's on the squad.
Oh, you didn't do it. Oh, that would have been a bold call.
Couldn't do it.
Cole is on strike right now. You got Krishna bowling very, very nicely. Only 1 run so far in the first 3 balls. Kohli and Faf, they have a little exchange right there. Like, let's get our signals correct so we know what's going on. And yeah, that was missing legs. So that was a good non-review by Samson there. But that was a really, really close ball. Faf almost got had early on again. Agent of Chaos. Rajasthan all the way. Oh, we shall see. Gabe, are you rooting for Rajasthan since you know I'm rooting for RCB?
Listen. I called RCB winning that last match. You know I did.
Fens.
You know I did. And
I can give that to you.
I think Rajasthan has had the better season. I think Rajasthan, but for whatever reason, bro, like I said, sometimes you just got to go with your gut. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go with your gut. Like in Top Gun, forget everything you know and just don't even think.
Don't think. Just do it. Oh, yes, RCB don't think. They better not think. They better just do it.
Just go out and do, bro.
But you know what? I took myself some Patadar just for some insurance, just in case. Oh, no, there's a wicket right there. There's a wicket right there. Kohli just gifts them that wicket by trying. Why do you go for that bouncer? Why do you flick your bat like that? I understand you want to try to get it over the wicketkeeper's head. Why do that? Why? Oh, Krishna. Oh, watch out there, buddy boy.
Oops.
What a beautiful bouncer. That's a short length right there, and Kohli just couldn't help himself. You would have thought he could have got it past Samson, but not even close. Samson, easy catch. And there's the first wicket for RCB. If RCB wins, it's not going to be because of Kohli. Not going to be not from his batting, at least. Could be by fielding. But I don't know why he went for that. I don't know why.
RCB won a lot of games earlier on before Kohli. All right, Kohli just literally turned it on. He had done nothing at the beginning of the season. Here's my fear with Rajasthan, and I love Rajasthan, but listen, when Josh Buttler falls, it's a problem, man. And Josh Buttler has a very rough record. Let's just say against a certain RCB bowler. So I mean, if Josh Buttler gets through, and you saw last time he played very cautiously. He hadn't been in form. But then last time he played very cautiously and ended up getting through, which, by the way, I called Rajasthan beating LSG. You know what I'm saying? But Rajasthan Royals depends on Josh Buttler much more than RCB depends on Kohli. Does that make sense? You know what I mean, Nick?
Absolutely. Oh, that might be a leg bye, but we'll take the 4 runs. Yeah, we'll take those 4 runs for sure. Patadar's in there. Oh, they already got the Matador. Patadar's in there, and he is going to be hopefully scoring some big runs. Gabe jinxing this. No, he didn't. He actually didn't jinx it. He said he felt good about it, but he didn't select him as a captain or vice captain. Gabe's glorious run of captain, vice captain choosing is continuing, and it's driving me nuts. Who'd you choose as captain and vice?
Josh Buttler. And vice captain, Hasaranga. Why?
Yeah,
Because one of those guys are going to go off. If Josh Buttler goes off, he wins. If Hasaranga goes off, RCB wins because he's taking the wickets of a Josh Buttler, of a Samju Samson, and they struggle with spin for whatever reason. You know what I mean, Nick? So I mean, we'll see what happens, but it's exciting, man. I think this match to me it's more exciting than the championship match for whatever reason. What do you think?
Oh well, it has. Yeah, definitely. It just has that. What do I want to say? That second, if you will, right? It's got that intrigue. You got Rajasthan, who's been at the bottom of the table the last few years, and they had a great auction, and the players have played well. I feel like they're kind of stumbling into the playoffs, if that makes sense. But they still have the firepower. They have so much firepower. It's not even funny. I think offensively they have more firepower than RCB does, with the potential there. But then RCB is just that team. Like, they have so many fans, myself included, even though they don't deserve it. We just love this team for some reason. And Gujarat, they're a newer team. They don't really have the history. Rajasthan is the very first IPL winners. They're looking to get those bookends, so to speak, to get another championship under their belt. There's a lot of good stuff. Man, that defend almost took it out of Faf. I thought he was stronger than that. Come on. Don't let Bolt bully you like that. Bolt comes in for a delivery and oh, there you go. Good recovery there. Padar almost gets run out. Good athletic play there by, I think that was not Bolt. That was Jaiswal to try to get him. The throw wasn't on target, but I don't think it would have got him anyways. Padar started to run and then went back. Faf kind of left him out to stride because Faf looked like he was starting to commit forward, and then he just stopped. Padar was able to react quickly there. Oof.
You know what's crazy is that earlier in this year, Nick, the teams played twice, obviously, and they went 1-1. Rajasthan lost the first encounter, won the second one, and you know what's funny? It's going to depend on the spinners because Renee,
where you
what
going?
up, girl?
Oh, she's just passing by. Good luck, Rajasthan. How dare you, Renelle? How dare you?
And in the first encounter, it was Chahal who went off. In the second encounter, it was
nice shot there. Go for that boundary. Yeah, baby. There we go. We'll take it.
Yeah, in the first encounter, it was Chahal who went off. And in the second encounter, it was what's this boy's name? Hasaranga. You know they're only a wicket apart, Nick. The purple cap is interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I was on Ozjaw's channel yesterday, and we were talking about that. This is the battle for the purple cap right here. Both these teams, 1 and 2, Chahal and Hasaranga. Hasaranga's one behind Chahal with 25. Chahal's 26. And one of these guys isn't going to get another game. The other one will. So if RCB loses, Hasaranga needs to give himself about 3 wickets to try to get himself a padding, with Chahal getting none maybe. But this is Chahal's chance to clamp that. Now, I think he cares more about the championship, but purple cap still really, really nice. We can see the opportunity where we can have that purple cap. Excuse me, Chahal, can we give it to Hasaranga now? We might see. Who knows?
Interesting. After 3, 17 for 1. After 3, 17 for 1. And that's another thing, Nick. What do you think these grounds are going to play? As far as what's going to be like the total?
You know what? It's super early, right? And I will never even profess to be an expert looking at grounds and how fast or slow a wicket is or whatever. But it seems to me, well, it's hard to tell because we've had a lot of dots, a lot of good bowling early on. But it seems like a little bit of a slower outfield. It looks like a little bit of, the balls aren't just jumping off the bat. So I'm going to say if RCB can get to 175, that might be a defendable score. Now, that's early on. Sorry, pitch. My bad. Early on. You got Bolt right there drinking the Kool-Aid jammer, getting himself some extra power. You got Krishna only getting a 1 run so far. Padar at strike. And Padar, there you go. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you get a boundary. That's what Kohli was looking for. And it's a big ground.
And man, this is why I'm so proud of my man Nick, guys. Nick's doing, does his research. Nick, this is exactly what this ground yields. Average score here is about 175. So
Woo!
average score on these grounds is 175. It's not right now, because I'm looking at the score and thinking, well, are they behind or are they right in? You know what I mean? You always try to kind of like get that. Of course, you and I got our own philosophies. What do they do in the power play? Right now it's 21 for
Oh,
one.
yeah. No, they're behind right now. They got to increase the run rate for
Right.
sure. Only
Right.
after 3 overs for sure. But you know what we always say, you don't want to lose 2 wickets in the power play. So you got to save that wicket here. These guys have got to build a partnership here in the power play and continue it at least to the 11th over so that they can get a chance to get some high. Because the worst thing is you lose your second or third wicket in the power play, and then you're just in slow scoring mode for the next at least 5 overs, and you're wasting those 5 overs. So let's see what goes on. 21 for 1. We got the third ball of this over by Krishna coming. The run up is here, and was that a leave for 4, or did he get bad on that?
I think that was.
I think that was a misplay by Samson.
I think that was an edge, my friend. And Nick, I was reading through the comments, and maybe I just don't watch Samson enough, but that's what a lot of people said, that Samson's part of the select
Yeah, that's
or
he didn't even touch it.
Part of the reason a lot of guys don't select in the selection committee doesn't really look a lot like Samson is because he's a terrible fielder, really bad wicket keeper. Do you feel that way? I don't know.
I don't feel like that was his fault. That ball was like 6 feet away from him, and he was in his right position. It wasn't like he fumbled it or anything. Maybe it was his fault for not judging the bounce earlier on, but I think Krishna just threw him a bad ball. I have no idea. It wasn't a horrible ball. Don't get me wrong. It was right over the bails. But I have not gotten that impression. I've not been paying attention to his fielding. I always felt like he was an average wicketkeeper. I never thought he was super amazing, but I never felt like he was a liability back there. But it's more like his bat, like he's so feast or famine, right? And this year he's been doing like the Prithvi Shaw thing, right? Like a lot of runs, high strike rate, fewer balls. Rainfire says he's a really good fielder. He would know better than I would.
Listen, I don't watch him enough to know. I don't watch any county cricket. You know what I mean? I don't watch other than the IPL. And again, he hasn't. I think he's only made the international squad one time that I can remember. Obviously, he's not going to surpass Pants. But people are saying that's why they go with Ishan Kishan, because his fielding is just not that good. I think his bat is maybe as good as Ishan Kishan, and probably as consistent, because they're both inconsistent, don't you?
I think it's a tad better than Ishan Kishan in the form he's in right now. And let me tell you something. This is just how I feel, and it kills me to say it. There's a dot right there. Great over by Krishna. He gives up the only boundary. The other one was the leave, the whatever you want to call that. But not bad by Krishna at all. But let me tell you about Pont. If I'm on the selection committee, I'm not saying this to Pont because I don't want to mess with his head, but I'm talking amongst us inside closed room. I'm saying Pont needs to step it up, or we're going to find his replacement, because we just can't continue to have an undisciplined batter coming at number 5 or 6 in Pont and not know if he's going to give us a few overs worth of taking balls. If he's just going to try to hit a boundary every single time, it's a liability. It was beautiful and it was fantastic at the GABA. Don't get me wrong. But more times than not, does he just, he struggles. Now, I think before the IPL started internationally, he was getting more and more consistent, right? But it's just like, are we willing to go up with that heart attack every single time and not know what we're getting? There's a single by there from Foff here in the fifth over, 25 for 1. And yes, Foff, please, let's get some run scoring. Padar's on strike, 4 for 7. Both very, very low strike rates. The bowling's been very fantastic. Bolt's in there for his third over. But those are my thoughts.
Yeah, part of the reason I like RCB as well, Nick, is because they've got 3 of the top 20 bowlers, and Hasaranga, who's at number 2, the Purple People leader, Patel, who's at 6. I thought he was a total fluke. I thought he was gonna fall off the face of the planet. The guy's got 19 wickets, so he could still end up with 20 wickets. He gets wickets somehow. And then Josh Hazelwood, who has 18 wickets, right? That's what Kohli was trying to do earlier. He's got 18 wickets, which is just 1 wicket below the purple people leader. But Josh Hazelwood only has played 12 matches. You know what I mean, dude? So his production is so good. So you got 3 in the top 20. I don't know, man. I really like it, and that's what I mean. They don't depend that much on Kohli. They just don't. And you've got a good opportunity. A good opportunity. What's funny is, right, as I was getting ready this morning.
Not a boundary. Jeez Louise, these fielders are everywhere in the power. Oh, they're going to get the extra run. There you go. I like that running. Very nice.
As they were getting ready in the morning after the toss, and maybe this is just head games, right? Sanju Samson, Rajasthan wins the toss, elects to bowl, and RCB says, yeah, we wanted to bet anyway. What? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we wanted to bet anyway instead of total. Like, was that mind games or was that real? Is that mentality?
Now, that was a hard play, but that was a little bit of a misfield, but still very difficult. And Faf gets the boundary, baby. That gets his strike rate above 100. Bolt is getting a little expensive here. Just a tad.
And, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Krishna, Nick. And Nick is, not Nick. And Krishna is in the top 20. Krishna is, I think, number 15. I wanted him to go to CSK. I was so upset when Krishna got selected by Rajasthan. I mean, CSK, like I said, had a terrible.
We all wanted Krishna for sure.
Despite
he's not going to be your frontline bowler. He's a fantastic supporting cast, right?
Nick, despite what some people said about CSK winning the auction in game, saving their auction in game 2, stop it. But again, dude, it's
still mad about that, huh?
I'm still mad about that. But Krishna's up there at 15. Trent Bolt's at what? 23rd overall. He just has not had his typical Trent Bolt season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he gets his wickets in the early overs, or he gets nothing at all. Like he doesn't. That's the only time he gets his wickets. It seems. There's a nice cover drive there from Faf Duplessis for another boundary, puts him at 17. And
you say it again. Say it again. I like how he says it. Duplessis. What up,
Duplessis? Whenever Gabe says Krishna, I remember erase the board.
I was so mad. Erase the board.
Is it a full capacity? Is it all 100,000, 110,000 there? Oh,
that's
baby.
A huge stadium, 110,000. Oh my.
That was a much better over there. They're at 37 for 1. You got to get to 50 in the power play. I'm sorry. You got to at least. So we need 13 runs here in the power play to make it very respectable, even though you lost Kohli there early on. And, oh, no, don't. Why are you doing that too? You just saw Kohli do that unsuccessfully. When it's that far over your head, I understand. All you got to do is get a little splinter on it, and it's going to go for a 4. But you're taking a lot of risk there, Padar. Come on, man. Come on. We need 13 runs on this over. Not that nonsense. 37 for 1. Five overs in the books. I think RR has the upper hand right now. They have some really tight bowling, but they're using almost all the bullets from Bolt and Krishna right here. They are the only 2 bowlers in this power play. I don't think I've seen that ever, where you have just 2 bowlers in the power play in a T20 match.
Let me tell you, that's smart. They're containing the scoring because in the middle overs,
Absolutely.
your spinners are going to do their job. So I think they did a very, very smart thing here. Now, here's a problem. You're not going to see Bolt and Patadar again to the death. So other guys are going to have to step up. But
there you go. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. Shot, boy, from Patadar right there. No, but you're absolutely right, because they're hoping to get a wicket or 2 right here, right? They're hoping to get a wicket or 2, make RCB a little more defensive when the spinners come in so that they can't launch off. But, man, this plan could backfire because and Chahal's one of those spinners. He's fantastic. But those spinners, you could leave them up for some serious run scoring if they just wait. They go up on the pitch a little bit. So if you're Rajasthan, you need a wicket right now for this plan to really, really pay off. I don't think one wicket from your 6 pace overs in the power play is worth it. Another boundary. Love it, Patidar. Love you. You are an all-timer, baby, already. I love Hitmeyer. You know, all of us are getting into shape these days. Hitmeyer's really got himself back into shape. I love it.
Yeah, no, Hitmeyer for sure. And I think that here's the issue, Nick, with Rajasthan Royals. And it's the issue that they've had thus far this season. I feel like they're just – I feel like – and tell me if I'm wrong here, Nick. They're a bowler or an all-rounder short because their batting – and we know their batting is amazing with Josh Buttler, Jaiswal, Sanju Samson, David Patikal.
Oh, through the hands. Sorry.
Oh, what a drop.
I have the hardest time with Parag and his cockiness that he has all the time. Right through the mittens, my friend. Right through the mittens.
Ryan Parag. And you know what's crazy about Parag? He's had 1 or 2 good games here and there, but he is a super cocky player for a guy has not really done
super cocky. It's unbelievable. And I give him credit for that. You know, you got to have confidence as an athlete. You do. And he exudes it. Oh, my gosh.
But
you got to have that catch. That's right there, Gabe. Me and you could have caught that.
You're basically saying that you know for a fact you're going to get a full complement of overs from Ashwin because you've only got 5 bowlers, right? And are you going to bowl Parag? Possibly. But you're basically saying that you trust to bowl him. And there it is. They're 46 for 1. They're 4 runs over. 4 rounds under the projected 50 that we talked about, Nick. But they didn't lose that wicket. They should have, but Parag dropped them. But now what you're saying is, okay, I'm forced in the next, 10 overs basically to give both Chahal and Ashwin, both spinners, a full complement of overs. They both gonna have to go 4 overs. All right, and then Obed McCoy is gonna be mixed in there.
Oh my gosh.
And Obed McCoy is going to have to at least take 2 in the death because then guess what? You've only got 1 left out of Bolt and 1 left out of Krishna. That's the danger of throwing, your 2 top bowlers in Bolt and Krishna in the power play.
That's a huge drop by Parag right there. A huge drop because you had that second wicket. That's what you're trying to go. They're going for another pacer, 7 overs in a row now. They want to break up this partnership, and I don't blame them. It's very smart strategically by Samson. I like what he's doing. They're putting all the eggs in that basket. You're gonna have a situation, Gabe, where you're gonna have like 7 overs of nothing but spinners probably in the middle there, and that's quite interesting. And get there. Oh, nice stop. Woo, Chahal. Excuse me for sitting my ball towards you. Jeez Louise, I don't want to hit your direction anymore. Nice stop. He just saved 2 runs. No, that hurt.
Wow. Boomer says I would finish Krishna right away and use McCoy in the depths. Excuse me.
Ooh, bless you. Yeah, I wonder what it's like for a bowler, especially a pace bowler who that run up, use that arm action. I wonder what it's like where you have to now rest for 13 overs. Like the arm, we know in baseball, keep that arm hot, right? Keep it going. Don't get on too long of a break. Put the jacket over, all that kind of stuff. Keep it warm. He might be onto something. Send him again. Give him another over. This is for all the marbles, baby.
No way.
This is for all the marbles.
And I'm a West Indian fan, Nick, but conventional wisdom tells you you're not going to go with.
Yeah, I know. You're not going to kill the guy to death. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to have Obed McCoy basically bowling 3 overs in the death, or that would be insane.
That would be. But I think they're not. What if you have, think about this, Gabe. What if you have the strategy of, okay, we're planning on getting up 50 in the death. Okay, we're going to get up 50 anyways. Let's take the early wickets right now so that we can get them uncomfortable. And even if we get that 50, because if you get them uncomfortable and you're with different guys who aren't informed, maybe they won't get 50 in the death.
Hans says Gabe paid Parag off. The Dominican Vito Corleone.
Well, if you did, I appreciate that, Gabe.
Here's my cat, Nick. Listen, bro. This is actually my godson's Benny's gift. Remember, we weren't able to make it to the baby shower because the flight got canceled. But got him the little Yankee pacifier.
How dare you?
I got to indoctrinate him early.
Is that cat pooping out the Yankees? Is that what's going on?
It's actually a little bear, and he's holding the Yankee pacifier in his mouth.
Gabe, don't do it. Don't put the woke's head in my bed. Don't do that. Good fielding there by Josh Buttler. Someone was making fun of you earlier saying that there's no way you can ever say Josh for Josh. But you know what? We love it. He is what he is.
Josh. It's just such an uncommon name, at least here in the States. Josh Buttler.
Varun's going after Shahal. He's like, he never feel like that for playing for RCB. It's his kind of season. It's his kind of season. Last ball here from McCoy. Very nice over. And they're going to try steal for 2. Or, nope, go for 1. Never mind. Foff wanted that second run so bad. He wanted to get back on, or he's going to be on strike, excuse me. He wanted to get that extra run. Didn't work out. 52 for 1. The Royals, they're very economical right now. But RCB hasn't lost more than 1 wicket. I feel like it's just the way I am with batting. I want more runs. I feel like I would be more comfortable with RCB have like 65 right now. Right. But, you know, you can't lose that wicket. You'll have opportunities, hopefully, with these spinners. Now, Ashwin and Shahal, those are 2 pretty good spinners, Gabe. Those are 2 pretty good spinners who are able to get themselves some wickets. But will they give up the runs? Ooh, let's hope so.
Well, to me, I think that this is the guy that you attack right here. Obit McCoy, who's, you know, he's got some great pace, but he could be had. And then Ashwin. Ashwin has not had the best season. You know, Chahal has had a monster season. And of the 2, I would say Ashwin is just more hittable. You've got to pick your moments, of course. You've got to pick your moments, of course. Chahal's the one guy I'm not challenging. I'll basically concede overs when Chahal comes up. If I get a ball in over 6 runs, I'm good. Against everybody else, you've got to just, you know, just blast off at this point. And you're basically going to see.
Oh. Get off the floor and get the ball. Why are you just laying there? I know you got Buttler behind you, but come on. Hitmeyer, come on, man. Save the dramatics for later. Ozjaw joining. He will be joining us later on. Yes, he's got a few things to take care of. He's got some fatherly and husbandly duties to take care of, but he'll be joining us. Absolutely. We appreciate all of Ozjaw's fans joining us, anticipating the moment when he saves the stream.
Oh, and you know he needs to come and save the stream because right now we got Mush 1 and Mush 2 here.
I think I'm Mush 1 now with the way I've been going. Oh, man, alive, it's been bad.
Talk about a wide.
That's you know, wide. Savannah, I'll take it.
Savannah was talking about that. He's like, you guys would be the only ones to go in full dress, full costume to the movie. I was like, you know it. You know it.
I felt so bad when that one guy walked by us and said, thank you for your service. That made me feel horrible. I was so close to turning around and correcting him, but he was already gone. And I was like, that's not, we're not veterans. We're just dressing up because we're nerds with the movie.
Right.
But we had some people give us some love. We had a camera guy at the theater there. We went and saw Top Gun Maverick yesterday. If you don't know what we're talking about, posted our review on the final reaction. Go check it out. But there was a cameraman there. I've never seen a cameraman in our theater, right in front of the IMAX theater for Maverick. And so we're walking up in our full Top Gun garb, and we're saying hello. On my way past him, I said, subscribe to Boring Reviews. But we had some people show us some love. We had someone that want to get a picture with us. That was cool. I just felt really bad when that guy said, thanks for your service.
Yeah, I think the people that threw us some love, they seemed to be out-of-towners, maybe Australian. They had some type of a European accent. But it was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Because, people were looking at us. We came into full dress. But, guys, I'm not joking. This is the expensive one. IMAX, right? $17 a ticket. And it was packed, Nick. Did you expect it's going to have a huge opening? It's going to have a huge opening. And if you haven't seen the movie, guys, I'm telling you, this is a film. There's a difference between a movie and a film. This is a film. And I absolutely enjoyed it.
What's up, Thunder Haze? Yeah, I'll say this. I hope it makes a bunch of money. It's got a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. And most of the reviews have already come in for that. So that's awesome. It's going to stay in the 90s. And it's got 99% from the audience. Very rarely do you see two high 90s scores for any movie. It's a sequel for a movie that came out 36 years ago. Now, a very cool movie, mind you. A lot of older people in the audience. And I say that because the original came out 36 years ago. The main market for most films is the 25 to 34 range. So it's good to see some like in the 60s there, 50s or 60s. Whole different. There was a kid sitting in front of us with his parents that were probably Gabe and I's age or maybe a little younger. And the kid's like halfway through, this is not a kid's movie. It was hilarious. But I'll say this. If you're going to watch Top Gun Maverick, they use 6K cameras. You got to watch it in 4K or in IMAX. So I think that it might be a little misleading to judge it off the IMAX because everyone that is smart is going to watch it in IMAX. But I hope it makes a lot of money. And I hope it has the legs. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. That's what we're talking about. And thank goodness there wasn't a fielder too far away from the boundary there. Foff gets a single. Shahal with his first over. Ashwin only gave up 6. I'm not surprised. They had 7 overs of Pacers. They're not going to go ham and go nuts and lose their wicket the first one. But Shahal's here, only giving up 1 run and 2 balls. I'm waiting for this partnership. They're both set by now. I'm waiting for them to take it to the next level, Gabe, and really take advantage of the position they're in right now. Let's see if they can do it against the spinners.
This is the guy that needs to do it, Nick, because Patadar destroys spinners.
And just as I say it, helmet off, 6, baby, put it on the board.
That is, and he just pumped Chahal. All right, listen, he's got to be licking his lips. Boom. If I am Foff, I'm doing everything in my power to give the strike to Patadar when Ashwin is up there. I'll survive Obit McCoy. That's the game plan. I'll take on Obit McCoy. You destroy the spinners. That's got to be the game plan.
Rajat,
man,
love this kid, right? I've seen him in glimpses in performances past, but obviously he had the huge 112 the last game 2 days ago, and he's already impressed me in this match because he survived 20 balls. I mean, how many guys do we see or ladies do we see get that big score the game before and they're just kind of a little too into their head, a little too excited, and then they lose their wicket early the next match? This guy is in some kind of zone, and then after the 6, does he try to get another big shot? No. He takes what the bowler is giving him, and I absolutely love it. He won't be had. That is the main thing missing from Pont's game right now. And again, I'm a huge Pont fan. Foff gets himself a nice single. Foff has lost his wicket silly a few times this season. He doesn't want to waste anything. They're being very choosy with Shahal, and I love it. Absolutely, Boomer. That's what he does, and they're not falling for it.
Yeah. And Chahal is an absolute monster. He's an absolute monster.
There's a wide. Take all the extra runs you want to get. Hey, if you just want to get like spot us 10 runs right now, we'll take them, my friend. We'll take them.
You know what? But that is the smart thing right there. Let me go ahead now, try to bowl another similar hittable ball, but this one's going to be just a wide. And then I'm going to get you to, hit it off the end of the bat and take that wicket. Chahal is just a smart bowler, Nick.
Oh, Padar wanted more on that one, but he's going to take the 1 run. He'll be back on strike in the next ball. You're right. Who said that? Jay. He's got some excellent hair, and he's got a nice beard. I mean, everything's going right for Padar right now. It's like Gabe says, like he must have been kissing babies and all that kind of stuff, right? Things are just going good for him. What Han Solo says, Gabe and Nick only like Tom Cruise because he's their height.
Listen, you shut your mouth, Han. Listen, Tom Cruise is a national treasure. Tom Cruise is the best runner in Hollywood, all right? I don't care what movie it is. Just put him in a movie and have him run. Put him in a movie and have him run.
You're going to sell tickets.
You're going to sell tickets. Not to mention the guy can act. The guy can act. And you know what, Nick? This movie was so good that not only was Tom Cruise's performance really, really good, but Teller.
Really good.
Holy cow. Teller was amazing. And Miles Teller, in my opinion, I never thought he was that good. I've only seen him in a few things, and he got destroyed. I was so turned off after he was in that movie, The Fantastic Four with Josh Trank. Josh Trank almost killed Miles Teller's career, honestly.
No, he
And
did kill it. Miles Teller had to bring it back. Miles Teller's very talented, though. I've seen a lot of. He's got a few romantic comedies too that Jody's been into, so I've seen those. He was fantastic in Whiplash. I haven't seen War Dogs, but I heard he got great praise even for that. And that was a film that I had no interest watching. Him and what's that guy's name? Anyways, the guy from Superbad. But he's a super good actor. You thought he was good in this? You got to watch Whiplash. He's insane in that
Nick,
one.
you know what's crazy? Josh Trank. This is how bad Fantastic Four was, bro. It had two of the pop. This is how bad it was. It had Miles Teller and it had Michael B. Jordan in it, and you destroyed that film. And Michael B. Jordan can act. Michael B. Jordan's a monster, man. Forget about what you guys have seen as far as like Creed is you really get to see his acting chops, right? If you haven't seen Creed, you got to see him in Creed. But Michael B. Jordan, I've been following this kid since he was in the show The Wire, and he was Wallace. If you guys ever seen it, the kid was amazing in The Wire.
Friday Night Lights. He was he put on a clinic in Black Panther, a superhero movie, for crying out loud.
And bro, they literally, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yes, we are streaming the full match, Jatis. We are streaming a full match. I think I've got lunch or brunch with my father-in-law, so hopefully it doesn't go into a
for being
over.
so fancy.
Excuse
us.
One of the two. Oh man, yeah.
You should have seen Gabe last week. This guy put on a seriously luxurious, amazing. Him and his wife did party for their daughter for a Sweet 16. I was lucky enough to be there. I mean, they weren't letting you in without that black tie, baby. And it was super nice. The food was delicious. Little dance moves. His kids put on this little dancing display. It was pretty cool. This guy knows how to party. I know he might talk like he's crazy, but he knows how to party.
I think I might actually put something out on Twitter of it because my dude, like Trey put it his and Alea, they got like 2,000 views, like 500-600 likes on what do you call it on Twitter? Not Twitter, on what is it that the kids use? TikTok and whatever. But what's funny is one of those were
nice
from
there.
There was a family member I didn't invite. Let's just put it that way. And you knew, bro, there was security at the door. Like I kept this thing tight. And legit, I was like, listen, here's the reality, man. You're not on the list for a reason, all right? Everybody's got that one family member that cannot be, invited to a formal event.
Oh, sorry, Gabe. They're going to review that. That looked like that was missing leg by at least a foot. Oh, they're going to review that one. All right, throw away the review. I don't care.
That was a bad review.
I'm going to be so mad if it's taken as a wicket.
But did you see
how that's going to be a wicket? Samson took it right away.
Who did it? No, but I think Ashwin's calling for it, and I'm like, well,
does he think the ball's coming back closer to leg side? Does he think the trajectory is like the reverse spin where it's coming back to it?
But was it pitching? Sanju Samson Born Reviews. It didn't hit the bat. I thought it was actually hitting the bat.
No. I think it was just missing leg by a bunch. Oh, it's impact outside too. It doesn't even matter.
Impact outside, yeah.
I guess Sanju Samson is part of the official family now, huh?
That is hilarious. Sanju Samson Born Reviews. Look at no, Han. I know how to behave at a family event. Every family has an Oscar. But we got that one family member who can't handle the term open bar. Okay. And not to lie, I was kind of concerned because we had a lot of young girls there. It was my daughter's in a very prestigious dance school out here. And I just wasn't going to have it. So they're like, oh, why you get the invite? First of all, it was a tight list, cousins, 100. Second of all, open bar. And legit, my cousin was like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Come on, man.
Oh, no. That's hilarious. Hey, you got to be a self-aware person, right? I mean, come on. Now, Ashwin, excuse me, has been very inexpensive. Only 10 runs and almost 10 overs here. Here's the last ball of the 10th over. halfway point, and don't even think about. Okay, I thought it was gonna be caught. Oh, that was so scary. That was just sailing. Patadar, the hair gets better, but don't make those kind of decisions. 32 for 27. Faf has got that 100 strike rate. Come on, Faf, we got to speed it up. We got to speed up. I do think it's a slower wicket, but come on, not that slow.
The outfield is definitely slow. The outfield is definitely slow.
And banging.
But remember, people are saying shoot for 200. I don't think you need to. I think that's the trap.
Against Nick. Rajasthan, you have to. Don't they put 200 every single time when they're asleep?
Excuse me. Excuse me. But that is if Buttler goes off. If Buttler doesn't go off, they're not putting up 200. Okay, and that's how they have to think about it. And we got a guy in Hazelwood who I think can neutralize Buttler. All right, Hazelwood's 4 overs needs to go until Butler's gone. If you got to burn him in the power play, you burn him early in the power play, like you said, and then that very next over. That would be my plan. Get him out. Because other than that, these other guys, Hitmeyer could hurt you against the spinners. Sanju Sampson, you know,
that was so close
to throw away his wicket.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Ashwood almost had a catch there. I don't know if it was just way outside his arm, but he almost had a hand on that. They're living dangerously, Gabe.
They are living dangerously. But think about it. In 10 overs, you're at 74. So after 12 overs, I think they say, you just double the score or whatever. You're right in line for that 174, 175. And then trust your bowling. Trust your bowling. It's a slow outfield. You've got better bowlers. Don't throw it away.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. Someone's saying you're right, Gabe, and I love that. I'm not disagreeing. I'm responding as an RCB fan. I've seen so many things go wrong. Rajasthan Royals have the 2 highest scores this year. Number 1 and number 2. They have 3 in the top 10 highest scores this year. But the 2 highest scores they've gotten, that was back in April. It's been a long time. So we'll see what happens. I hope you're right. Every time I think of Royals, I think of 200. Weren't they the team that either chased 225 last year or got chased with 225? It was something crazy like that.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
Nick, I'll be right back.
All right. I think they've done it a few times, actually. Once last year, and then once the year they had Archer a few years ago. Excuse me. They had like a 230 score or some nonsense. Gabe is right. 3 words you rarely see. Obed McCoy is in here for his second over. He got pumped a little bit the first over. Here so far, not too bad. Only 3 balls and what is it, like 1 or 2 runs? Much better. Vintage RCB low. Don't even think about it. I think that's a negative right there, not a positive. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here at Cricket for Americans for this exciting playoff match. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comment section in the live chat. And there's a wicket. There's the wicket. Ashwin gets it that time. I thought it was going to go over his head. McCoy gets his mad. Faf du Plessis he just didn't have it today. He didn't have that high strike rate. And that's tough. We need Maxwell to come in here now and not lose his wicket. That's tough. That one hurts. But at the same time, he wasn't scoring. He wasn't firing. Now, I don't know. Is that one worse than the Kohli one? Because it was such a lackadaisical shot. It was farther and it went a bigger distance than Kohli's little edge there. But that seemed like a lazy shot. It seemed like, do I want to swing or not? Yeah, I'll go for it. I'm telling you, I'm still getting nervous because Faf just ate up 27 balls and scored 25 runs. Yeah, it's worse than Kohli, they said. Hopefully it is good for RCB because they need someone with a higher strike rate to come in, someone who's going to – I get what Gabe's saying. They now lost their second wicket. I get what he's saying about the scoring, but I need it amped up. It was kind of like the last match. They had a lot of fielding that helped them save some runs, but they were able to win by 14 runs. It was a comfortable win. I want the same kind of thing. Here's Maxwell coming in. Now, Maxwell last time, he got a 6. He got a few singles, but then he got had early on. So you got to survive Obed McCoy's last 2 balls. There's no point of even going crazy right now. He's feeling good about himself. Take what he can give you. Don't try to go too nuts. If the 6 is there, take it. It's 79 for 2. Let me adjust the score. 79 for 2. Thank you so much for that reminder about the score. Almost through the 11th over. Oh, gosh. And Maxwell was just completely confused on that one. He did get bat on ball for a run. But, I mean, that, like, skipped up on him or something. He didn't know where it went. Luckily, it hit bat. Jeez Louise. 180 is for comfort. Women IPL coming next year, Nick, with 6 teams. About time. It's about time, ladies and gents. Did you hear the very concerning words that McCollum said? He likes to be loyal to players and keep them longer than they should be kept. Man, Maxwell got lucky with that bat as protection. I did not hear that, but that does concern me, Han Solo. Full toss there. Again, Maxwell doesn't even want to mess with McCoy right now. He just barely put bat on, or that was Padar, excuse me. Barely put bat on ball for the single, and McCoy has a very nice second over. It's a very concerning comment there, McCollum, Han Solo, because I know coaches and managers like this. The Padres' current manager right now is just like that. He is very loyal to guys, and that means like a stubbornness, right? You keep guys longer than they should be in there. And I'm not saying that like every game is an audition and you got to be dropped after every bad performance. But when you have that, what is that? That trend, right? And it keeps declining. You got to do something like, hey, spend some more time in the Nets. We'll call you back up in a few weeks or something. You can't just keep holding on to guys, because what happens if it takes them 10 matches to fire? You wasted 9. It's a very tough thing, but yes, that is a concerning quote right there. First ball of Ashwin's third over, and it's going to be a very slow ball off the bat, but it's going to be a single. Yeah, he even pushed it too with that edge. He even pushed it right to Ashford. I mean, talk about fielding placement. McCoy shows off the guns. How dare you? 180 minimum, or else they're in trouble. Yeah, so I think Rajasthan's going to go off. You got to score as many runs as possible. Nick, do you agree that Ashwin only way into the T20 squad for the World Cup is to prove he's better than Jadeja with bat in hand, as he is better bowler? I don't think that's the only way, but it's going to be very tough. But I think he performs very well away from India from the matches I've seen. There you go. You're not catching that one, Maxwell, baby. Put the hands in the air and wave like you just don't care, umpire. There's a 6. Go get my ball. I think Ashwin just is in kind of near the back of that long line, right? But I think he can perform outside India. I've seen it. But can he perform in Australia? Not too sure. And Jadeja, Jadeja's kind of got a lot to prove himself too, from the form he's been in the IPL, right? A few good matches and he's good to go. Let's go. Everyone say, let's go, RCB, in the chat. Let's say it. Let's get the mojo a-going, baby. Come on, Maxwell. We need you to pretend like you're Buttler. Pretend like you're Samson, because they're going to go off in their own way. You cannot control. The batters cannot control what the bowling does unless you're an all-rounder. So you got to get the total as high as possible. 88 for 2. Oh, and Maxwell's feeling good. He's got the footwork working. Didn't get much on that, just the 1 run, but he wasn't trying to do too much either. Oh, how dare you, AK. Oh, how dare you, Adkit. Rainfire, no. Thank you, though, everyone, though. I don't care if it's Rajasthan or RCB. Let's get some let goes in the chat right there. Let's get some excitement going. There's another single right there. You're talking about like a crawl run right there. Very, very slow run. No, Boomer, you're not. Rajasthan's got some fans, and they have shown up today, and we appreciate it. Oh, I see what you did there, Han. I see what you did there. 2 more balls in the over. Ashwin's giving up quite a few runs in this over. That 6 didn't help. You got Maxwell back on strike. Let's see what he can do. What in the world was that? No delivery there. It was like, did he have to stick him on his hand where he couldn't like let go of the ball or something? Or that was on purpose? Jeez Louise. Krishna cheering for RCB today. Appreciate that. We are in the 12th over. 90 runs, 2 wickets. Ashwin's got 2 more balls left in this third over. Here's a delivery, and Maxwell just pushes it to the onside. He tells Padar just 1, and they get just 1. I mean, that ball is real. I mean, either they're not putting any kind of juice on it, or the outfield is just like soaking up that ball speed. A lot of friction there being caused. And here's Patidar. Patidar is more than set. He's locked. And here's the final ball. And he just, nice little front foot, boop, jab for a single run. He'll be back on strike in the next over. Ashwin, 3 overs, 22 runs, but most importantly, no wickets. He has that catch himself, so he's on your fantasy. He gave you a few points for that. But I really think Rajasthan is bowling very, very nicely. How many boundaries does RCB have? I don't think they really have a lot. And I can just see Rajasthan's innings up to the 12th over. I can just see boundary after boundary after boundary. It makes me nervous. RCB has 7 4s and 3 6s. I just don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. And I need some more boundaries. Here's Chahal's second over. His first over went for 11. He gave up that 6. Here's his second over. Man, he still has 3 more overs. He's looking for a wicket. I'm hoping he doesn't get one. DK is the key for RCB. When you get to the death, then you just let loose because you have DK. You have Shabazz Ahmed there ready to bat still and trump the score. And Chahal wanted to get that, but that's going to be a short little single run for Mr. Patidar. Maxwell's on strike. Maxwell's 9 for 4. He's already batting better than he did in the last match, but he cannot lose that wicket. Oh, my goodness gracious. Nice. Nope, not nice. Oh, that's the replay. That's the replay. My gosh. That was Foff's wicket replay. I thought, not again. I had a heart attack too. Jeez Louise. Well, it's a big show. I thought for sure that was going to go, and then it kind of died in the air. Hitmar, hopefully he's okay. He did his best. He's on his feet to try to catch that. Almost had it outside his arms, just outside the boundary for 6 for Maxwell. Oh, Hitmeyer, you terrified me there. There's Gabe. He had a little crying session. Okay. It's a little emotional right now.
No, the allergies are acting up, Nick. And you know what? I think that we talked about this earlier on. I think that Rajasthan Royals, Samju Samson made a mistake because now you've got 2 guys who are prolific against spin and Maxwell and Patidar up there, specifically Maxwell. And you've got no choice but to bowl Chahal and Ashwin. What are you going to do? Have these guys in the death? You know what I'm saying? Chahal, yeah, you're not putting Ashwin in the death. Maybe you'll give Chahal 1 in the death. This was their mistake. And I kind of saw it earlier. To your point, you saw it when you said, wait a minute. They just went 3, Krishna and Bull back to back in the power play to, maintain a low, try to get that extra wicket that they didn't get.
That was wide.
And
okay. The close wide. He just straight out left it. Padar did on the 4th delivery from Chahal. Jeez.
Nick, so they're telling me you got to give me the rendition of the big shit. Give it to me.
Han Tolo is like my kids right now. Dad, please don't. I'll give it to you when he gets another 6. There is a single run right there. Maxwell's on strike right now. Can he give us another 6? Chahal's been expensive. As long as he doesn't take any wickets, I'm good with it, baby. And he's getting up 21 runs already in less than 2 overs. 102. They crossed the century mark. 102 for 2. And I was saying earlier, Gabe, they've got a lot of singles, too many singles, only about 10 or 11 boundaries. I can see Rajasthan just getting boundary after boundary. So, that's going to be a boundary, not a 6, but I'll take it, Maxwell.
And Nick, that's the thing. You've got guys that really feast on spin and Maxwell and Patton are up here, and you gotta bowl these guys. You gotta bowl these guys. I think this was a mistake by Sanju Samson. I really do. And to your point, I didn't even realize that they went Paul and Krishna in the power play until you mentioned it. Now I like Obit McCoy. McCoy got that second wicket.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to use him here to split up these spinners. You wouldn't dare go back-to-back spinners. And I mean, it was just not well planned, man.
RCB's gone back-to-back spinners with the new ball before the power play. That's how crazy they are. Maxwell is 21 for 8 right now. I love that strike rate. You took Foff's below 100 strike rate, and you replaced it with a guy that's at a near 300 strike rate early on. I love it.
We're in the 13th over, right? So what's the required run rate? About 11? Just to get to what we talked about, try to get to that 175 mark. So they need about 11. And they still
they're going
haven't
to get
had
to 175 on this pace. I want them to get to 200. I want 210, to tell you the truth. I want 210.
Yeah, see, I think that you're thinking about a different Rajasthan Royals team here, man. I get it. They've done that in the past, but they don't. It's you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this up.
Babe, you know as well as I do that anybody can go off at any time.
Sure,
all I'm thinking
absolutely.
about, I don't even care about what the team is. I'm thinking about get the biggest score you can possible so that they can't chase it, even if they have their best intention. Because the thing about RCB is, I agree, I think they do have the better bowling. I think they have fantastic fielding. But you have some matches where you just can't get a wicket to save your life, for crying out loud, right?
Right.
And sometimes if you have a high enough score, it doesn't matter, right? Now, I'm hoping they get those wickets. I'm hoping Maxwell and Purple Patel and Hasaranga do what they usually do. But I'm just trying to be as safe as possible. They need 14 for a 210. Appreciate that. And that should be at least, oh, no, it's 4. Oh, he might have stopped it. Oh, Hitmeyer's all over the place.
I love Sherman Hitmeyer.
Did they get 3 off that one? Man, I can't believe his fingers had to be inches away from that boundary pillow.
Nick, I want Sherman Hitmeyer to play out in Florida when we see India take on
oh my gosh! Look at how close that is.
What
centimeters?
If Rajasthan wins by 1 run, it's because of the West Indian right there. Look at that. That is effort. It's tough because I led players on both teams.
Wow.
You called Rajasthan at the very beginning of the season, and they got Buttler, they got Hitmeyer.
Oh, they got the firepower.
It's just so tough, man.
The other thing that's interesting about a 210 score, Gabe, or a 200 score, or a 190 score, whatever those high scores are, is you put a lot of pressure now on these high performing batters for Rajasthan. You put a lot of pressure on Buttler. You put a lot of pressure on Samson. Even the young kid Jaiswal and Padikkal, that's a dangerous top 4, right? You put a lot of pressure on them. They might try to do more than they can handle and then lose their wickets. So,
I mean, Nick, they're so desperate that they're throwing in Trent Bolt right now because they realize, we just can't keep throwing these spinners out there. But now you just keep pushing those spinners overs. They don't want to have Glenn Maxwell against those guys. They you know what I mean? I see what he's doing.
They want to break up the partnership. Yep.
Because these guys destroy spinners, but
bring the lefty
in that situation. If I am, and I'm not even lying to you, Nick, if I am RCB right now, if I'm Kohli, Kohli's not even a captain. It's a Faf. I am yelling to my guys, concede the over. All right, take the dot ball if you can. Take a single, concede the over. They're done. If they lose Trent Bolt now and he doesn't get a wicket, they're done.
I got the bat out, Gabe. It's heavy duty measures right now.
It's been a while since he brought out the oh wow.
This is for Maxwell to save his wicket, and right when I take it out, he does that dumb shot. I'm glad he missed it. Oh my gosh. Yes, the trailer for Singh Shada will be coming out in the IPL final. Excited for that. Watch the spam there. We appreciate that. I thought it was coming out in this match, but that's okay. And there's another dot ball. Wow. This has really slowed things down. Good call there, Samson. Not getting the wicket he wants, but really, really trying. Slowing things down. It's 3 dots in a row. And that trailer you're talking about, Gabe, is an adaptation of Forrest Gump starring Amir Khan. Excited for that.
Oh, I'm super excited for that.
Come on. Need a boundary on this last ball. Don't let Bolt get the upper hand, even though this is his last ball of the game. Put him in the 30s, baby.
Concede.
There you go. Maxwell was ready for it. And so was Obed McCoy. The bat cursed me. The bat cursed me. They got the wicket on the last ball.
Why? That was the plan. Yeah, RCB just messed up. That was the plan. This was so dumb by Maxwell. Maxwell, you need to be in there. What are you doing? He just couldn't help himself, Nick. He couldn't help himself. Concede the over. I don't care if I give up 4 runs in that. If I only get 4 runs in that over. You've got 2 spinners and Obed McCoy left after this. That's it. What are you doing? What a catch by Obed McCoy. And it's been the West Indians right now basically winning this game for Rajasthan Royals. That was a bad shot by Maxey. I'm telling you right now, that was dumb. That was dumb and impatient. Thank you, Vipul. And that is where you've got to understand what's going on. If you're Maxwell, you got to say, wait a minute. What are we doing? They don't even want to go back to spin to Ashwin and Chahal because I destroy spin. Let me wait. Why? It makes no sense. Yes, DK could pull it out, but DK does not. You know what? Glenn Maxwell's. I was taking went downstairs to get my allergy medicine because I was having a fit. Glenn Maxwell has a strike rate of like, bro, $170 against spin, bro. I mean, he destroys spinners. That was just dumb. And here on cue now comes Chahal, and this is the danger. Why no DK? Because they want him in the death.
Because they're waiting for the death. Yeah, they know that they're probably going to lose another wicket here. That was a great over by Bolt right there. That was a great over. He came in. He slowed down the run rate. He only gave up 4 in the first 2 balls and then 3 dots and that wicket. It was picture perfect. Maxwell fell for the bait. Maxwell took 3 really bad shots there, and he got cursed in the last one. RCB's had a lot of luck so far. They didn't get enough luck right there. It went right to Obed McCoy. Great catch by him. He didn't drop it. But, I mean, he was completely had right there. That's exactly what they wanted. And it wasn't an easy catch, actually. It was lower. He had to dive a little bit to get it. But great catch by him. Maxwell just didn't get enough bat on it. Or else it would have been an easy 6. It just came up too quickly on him. He didn't time it well. And it was a silly, stupid shot. I do want 210. I want 300. I want the highest score possible, of course. But
Barack, you're absolutely right, Barack. He did his job, 28 for 1 in 4 overs. And listen, I was wrong. Samju Samson, I wouldn't have put him in there, Nick, because literally you're now saying I'm going to have a spinner for sure bowling the death. And that's just conventionally not done. But he said it's more important to break up this partnership, and I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm surprised that he put him in there. I would have left a Bolt for the death, because now you still have to go with Obed McCoy in the death. You're gonna have to go with Krishna. That's what McCoy's got 2 overs left. Krishna's got 1. That's 3. So you're gonna have to. Wow. Oh man, Nick, no, McCoy has 2, Krishna has 1, so that's 3 overs. So 2 overs in the death are gonna have to be bowled by Ashwin and Chahal. That is dangerous, bro. And
wide number 2, love it.
See, and that is, I think Chahal's doing that by design. Like, okay, go ahead and run yourself out on that. I feel like I can give up some wides and still be in a situation where if I take your wicket, I'm doing my job. And I mean, I'm surprised they put Lamar in there. I probably myself, Nick, would have gone with a quote unquote night watchman. Okay, because
honestly, I would have gone with DK. I really would have, because give him a few balls to get set, let the death happen. Because if you lose him, you still have Shabazz Ahmed that could help you be a finisher too.
That's who should have gone in, Shabazz Ahmed, because he can give you runs, so he's not going to bat so slowly. But at the same time, you got DK for the death. DK cannot come in between until the 16th over. Can't do it.
Oh, that was an interesting ball right there. I can't believe he got bat on it. What's up, Ozjot? I sent you the link whenever you want to join. We got 72 in the chat. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out other videos that we posted recently. And, don't forget to check out some of our friends, too. We got Cricket 4S 2.0 starring Ozjot. We got Dibbly Dobbly starring Jack. Go ahead and throw some love to the community here. And Padar's on strike right now. Last ball of Chahal's over, and that ball is sailing. Go sail away. Sail away.
That's
6 right there for Patadar. And he says, Chahal, you're still expensive.
He gets his 50. He gets his 50. And here's the danger with Chahal.
100 and a 50. Wow.
Chahal is a fabulous bowler. He is one of the best in the business. Guy may win the purple cap, but here's the danger with Chahal. Sometimes he gets to be expensive. And that's what I'm saying. Now you still have an over of Chahal and Ashwin to go. If these guys concede, 15 runs, no, that's 30 runs right there, Nick. You know what I'm saying? That you could possibly give up. Or there still hasn't been that crooked over. And to me, a crooked over is when you give up, anything over 18, like, double digits, high double digits, 20, 21. I love Obed McCoy, but is Obed McCoy ready to give you 2 in the death right now? We're going to find out. We're going to find out because it's him and Krishna. And man, we've got 5 overs in the left. And in those 5 overs, Obed McCoy is going to have to bowl 2 of them. Krishna can bowl 1. So that means you're going to have to get over a piece of Ashwin and Chahal. Right now, the score is 123.
If they choke him in the death, we could get like a 165 score. That would be worst case scenario. What's up, Ozjon? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Hello. Welcome to CFA. No, I'm kidding. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for having me. Excited about what's going to happen because I'm waiting for a DK show. No joke. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't know why Lomar was sent ahead of him, but, maybe they just want to give DK just 2-3 overs at the death. Let's see what Lomar can do. Maybe get him a bit less green in this season of the IPL. But Patidar, man, he's been great. Scored a century in the previous game. That's 6. Was it to Chahal, right?
Go sail away. Sail away. Woo! That's a 6 right there, baby.
I can't believe I'm supporting RCB.
Sometimes it's just in the gut, bro. Sometimes you get it in the gut. And
be honest, Ozjon, it feels good, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Usually doesn't. Hasn't for 14 years, but this year it seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Ozjon, I feel that the story for Rajasthan Royals is that they're always a bowler short. Okay? They're always a bowler short. And to me, it is definitely the case that did you expect them to go Bolt and Krishna back to back like that in the power play? That would have been insane.
No. Right.
Oh no. Did his foot touch the was that
so close.
On the boundary. They're gonna review it. I think that's
seems very confident. I think Buttler seems very confident. Why do they keep hitting it right to the fielders for crying out? Don't give me that fielding placement garbage. Why are you kidding me?
Great fielding placement. I think that Buttler was just outside of the was his heel on there. That's the only question. I don't think it was. I think it's a clean catch.
Up at the last minute. Oh my gosh.
That's a bad angle. You can't really tell much, can you?
Can't. Oh man.
I think that's 6.
That's a 6.
No,
I think that's 6.
That's 6.
I think that's good. We got to get a different angle, but I think it's good. You can't reverse it on that angle. Wow. I think he threw it up for good measure. I think he's good. I think it's a wicket. Let's see. You can't even see from that angle. I think he's good because those things are like angled down, so it's hard to see from that angle too. Like that. You're not going to get a good enough shot. He's out.
I think they'll have to give him out. They'll have to because there's no conclusive evidence, right?
Out. There it goes. And 130 for 4. 130 for 4. Now you get DK coming in.
How do you hit it where you're that close to the boundary and you don't touch it? I mean, how do you get that? Talk about RCB being lucky. Are you kidding me right now? You're talking about centimeters from a 6 for crying out loud.
Centimeters,
Goodness
bro.
me, that was
a good shot. I thought that was a 6. I thought it was a 6 off the bat.
That would have been a 6 in different grounds, though. But this particular ground, it's a bit bigger, at least. Yeah.
Gosh.
Wow.
I'm getting so nervous. Yes, Don Antonio.
That's exactly what
so nervous.
So as soon as I show up and I say that I'm supporting RCB, this happens.
You know what? RCB doesn't need that kind of bad luck. They have enough on their own. Don't worry about it. Once again, a big match, and Kohli does not show up. I'm just saying.
Don't start with Kohli.
I'm gonna throw that hatred out.
You would have not said anything. Blame Maxwell. Maxwell should have conceded the over. And why don't enough batters do that, Ozjad?
Blame Maxwell. I'm sorry. Did Maxwell get more runs than Kohli did?
Doesn't matter. You need
to know matter. He only saw 5 more balls and he scored 18 more runs. Don't blame Kohli.
But you need to know your job at that moment, Maxwell, is to survive the over. They're going with Bolt, which means you're going to feast off 2 spinners because they're going to have to go with Chahal and Ashwin, right? Why are you trying to take him on the last ball? That was dumb. My personal opinion, you got to be able to concede the over. And it's like in baseball, Nick, right?
We got 1,500 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. We don't know what kind of technological issue happened. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This match is crazy. This is Cricket for America. They're going to do a quick sales pitch. Ozjad over there. And stick around. We're going to watch the entire match. We're going to be crying. We're going to be cheering. We're going to do everything else and give you somewhat good analysis. Thanks so much for joining us.
Nick, it's like in baseball, right? You don't let the best batsman beat you. I will walk you before I let you hit a home run off of me, right?
Gabe, are you telling me it's okay to not survive the power play? Are you kidding me?
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is Maxwell should have conceded that over. You already got a boundary. Whatever. If you walk away with 4,
I get that point. I'm not saying Maxwell did amazing, but I'm saying time and time again, and today's 7 for 8. Fofton, my point is this. You got Patidar, who once again you're relying on this young kid and we'll take it or whatever, right? I say young as far as IPL experience. But you had to get 58 from him to be in this position. Hopefully DK can once again do DK things. And, I mean, honestly, what in the world is YouTube doing? We go from like 70 to 1,500 like that. YouTube, can you do that more often? Like, we're not going to be opposed to it. DK's in there.
I'm sorry. I came on, right? I came on and YouTube thought, let's just do something really cool. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Everyone wants to see either the collapse of RCB or the resurrection of RCB. Come on, DK. Let's get some run scoring right there. No, shut your mouth.
Nick, it's all because of DK. Because people have seen what he's done this year, right? This season. They're like, let's do this. Let's watch some American geniuses talk about cricket while DK's on strike. I think that's the thing. That's why everyone's here.
I mean, honestly, Buttler, you can't.
That's a fantastic catch.
You really can't. He had serious concentration. He controlled his feet. Crazy. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. Please, you joined the best cricket channel in the world. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. They ain't tuning in for singing. You know what, Hanso? How dare you? How dare you?
All right, gentlemen, 4 overs left. Give me the predictions. I still say they get to 170. I still think they get to 170, so I say 170. Ozjad, give me your prediction.
186 for 5.
Woo! 187.
187, baby. Price is right. 187.
Oh, man.
I don't think they're going to get there. I'm just being very, very hopeful right now.
Yeah. I think this is important. This over is so crucial right now.
This is a crucial over right now. You know, Chahal's final over. Chahal wicketless at this point, and you've got Lamore. Lamore's got to give the strike to DK. He's got to play but
he's also got to do his part. He's got to perform right now. And if they're going to get to 180, you're talking about getting 50 runs in 4 overs. They've got to do it. They've got to score. Here's Chahal's first ball of his final over, and that's way close to the leg side, leg stump actually, and Lamroar just pushes it to his onside.
That's doing your job.
That fine leg right there.
Jeez. That is exactly what he did. He did his job there. Didn't try to take a big shot.
1900 in the chat. Let's get to 2000, baby. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Cricket for America. 2000. We got 2200. RCB. RCB.
All RCB's watching. The world is watching, Nick. RCB came out in force.
Farrah Kohli, I want you to type something in the chat. Type something in the chat.
Nick, it's so busy that my internet stopped. Okay, my stream stopped because it crashed. Like, that's crazy. Great job.
Because YouTube realized the mistake they made. Oh, we don't want to send these guys to anyone. They're gonna shut us down our stream pretty soon. Watch that. 1:34. Come on, Kryptonite.
There it goes.
That was so scary. That was so scary.
Wow. Is that not
my gosh.
What a fielding effort there. Was that Josh Buttler again? Who dove?
I thought
that was going to go for a boundary.
Away from him. He was, that was close. Bolt was able to make a nice play right there. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Fantastic fielding.
Everyone, please go ahead and like the stream. Like the stream. Yes, send us to the stratosphere. This is Cricket for Americans. If you don't know about us, check out our videos. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it. 134 for 4.
135 for 4 now.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead
135
and
for 4.
And Chahal is being very economical so far in this over.
I can't believe that was just one. But you have to, if you're DK, you got to save that wicket. You got to save that wicket. And I mean, DK can attack both pace and spin. So again,
his record against pace, though, has been far better this season. There was a really good Jared Kimber video. I'm sure you guys have watched it as well, where he talks about DK against pace this season's been outstanding. So maybe this is a ploy. Maybe RR, maybe Samson's like, wait, hold on. DK's strike rate isn't as great against spin as it is pace ball, especially when he comes in first. So maybe this was a ploy. And, we're looking at it from a negative standpoint, but maybe this actually hinders Dinesh Karthik's innings.
Listen,
who knows?
I don't care if the plan works, but if you have a strategic plan and you put it in place, I respect that. And that's what that's what the Royals are doing. They're being very strategic. Listen, that wicket by Maxwell was so costly in so many ways, but they just allowed the plan to work by him losing his wicket because that was Bolt's last bullet, for crying out loud. And he fell into those hands like Gabe was saying, and it was so unfortunate. But so far, with the bad luck that Rajasthan's had, they've been able to counter with the mental game and with the athletic game. I mean, either way, this is an exciting match. And RCB is being stifled right now. And Chahal, he's got one more ball left to go. And it's been a very, very good over. We got the doctor here with the super chat. Appreciate that. On duty today. Just dropping by. Say hello to you guys. Go RCB. Play bold. We got 2,700 in the chat. What's up, everyone? Let us know what you think. Get in the chat. Say, let's go RCB in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am loving what's going on today.
Agree.
It's all because of Ozjad. All because of Ozjad.
I agree with Steve Webster here, and I'm a West Indian fan. You know I'm a Windies fan. But having McCoy bowling to death is seriously dangerous. It's seriously dangerous. And Nick, I'm gonna give you one more piece of information that you may want to know. Chahal has only gone wicketless 3 times this season. Only 3 times this season. And when Chahal goes wicketless, things don't go well for Rajasthan Royals. Just saying.
Okay, listen, if you're an RCB fan, you feel good about 139 after, 17 overs or something like that? I don't feel good about that. I feel horrible about that. Now, does RCB have the bowling to be able to counteract? Of course they do. But you got to get – now it's survival. Now you got to get to at least 160, 170. Yeah. Because if you get to the 150s and now you're going to really put all that pressure on your bowling, and you got Buttler, the orange cap, you got Samson, you got Jaiswal, who's in much better form now. You got Padikal. I mean, you got to be kidding me right now.
I think the big thing
I get it, but we got to get more runs.
another thing I just want to address, Mohammad Siraj has had a really terrible season, so you can't really count on him from an RCB perspective with the ball. So they have to counteract that. So they've got Hazelwood, Hasaranga, Maxwell, Harsha Patel. He's had a pretty good season, but that one weak link could be the difference between defending 150 and defending 170. You see what I mean? So if Siraj fires today, then that's great for RCB. But so far, hey, there's a super chat by Dr. Jihan.
Nice shot there for a single. Dr. Jihan, appreciate that. Great innings from Kohli today. I was hoping he'd stay in longer and continue playing Test cricket. RCB are going down, though, Nick. Sorry.
Wow.
Now, first of all, Jihan, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate the love. Second of all, am I surprised that you think one of my teams is going down? No, because the streak continues, all right? 113 games in a row you've gone against my team. It's all good. Lamroar is an imposter playing for Rajasthan.
He played Rajasthan last season, didn't he? That's why that's pretty funny.
He's not doing too much. Obed McCoy in there for his last over. No, not last over, right? This is his third over. And that ball, I mean, there's a fielder everywhere.
Toss. He gets away with a full toss. That should have been
unbelievable.
Dispatched. That should have been
unbelievable.
Obed McCoy, honestly, Nick, I think has I as a West Indies fan, I didn't expect this. Now, it bodes well for when West Indies takes on India in Florida, which you and I will be attending. But I gotta say, man, it's definitely exciting to see him bowling this well. I was not expecting this from Obed McCoy. How about you, Asjad?
Well, I actually really like Obed McCoy, so I was surprised that he's not had the best season. But I think he's one of those guys from an RR perspective that could go for many runs, or he could not do a Cottrell. You know, it could be either way in this particular inning. So
either way, we've got to start scoring right now. This is why I would have put DK in the 14th over. It's going to take him a few overs to get going. And so far, he's been 6 runs on 6 balls. Lamroar, you know, I need him to wake up. This is the opportunity right now. What did I say, Gabe? Can you get enough wickets to where you stifle them in the death? That's exactly what's happening. 2,800 in the chat. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
and there goes the wicket. There goes the wicket. Obed McCoy takes Lamroar. Lamroar, in my opinion, wasted his opportunity. You were right, Nick. It was a bat under 100 strike rate, 8 on 9. They should have gone right to Shabazz Ahmed at that point. Maybe at that point, Maxwell played differently. And that was just terrible. That was terrible. I think the collapse started with Maxwell. Maybe this is good because you know Shabazz Ahmed is going to come in and start swinging the bat. But Lamroar was terrible. Lamroar was terrible today. Obed McCoy has been amazing. Still has 6 economy rate. He's got the second lowest economy rate, and he still got an over to go. It's going to be him and Krishna to close out the show. He's got 2 balls left, so 8 balls left in this game, or 8 deliveries left for Obed McCoy, and then 1 over, so 6 balls left for Krishna. I mean, again, people that were saying 185, 200, that's what you wanted. That's not happening.
It's going to be difficult now. Yeah, it's
not happening. Gabe, it's called a prediction for a reason, okay?
But it was 2 years ago.
It's very easy for you to be like, near the end of the match, I don't think 200 is going to happen now. Come on, man. We got Shabazz Ahmed. These 2 guys made a glorious death partnership earlier in the season. We need it again right now. Everyone in the chat, we appreciate you watching us. Please do us a favor, hit that like button. Stick around for a little bit. That's a wide right there. We need about 85 more wides, please. I'll take them.
That was great change of pace, though, against Lamroar. That was a great change of pace.
Again, I still contend that I'm not sure why on the last ball Maxwell tries to take on Bolt there and gets caught by Obed McCoy. Obed McCoy has probably been the savior so far for Rajasthan Royals today because he's taken a wicket. He made the catch.
Taking a couple of wickets now. Taking 2 wickets.
There's a boundary.
And there's a boundary. There's a boundary. 93 likes, guys. Let's get to 100. 93 likes, guys. Let's get to 100. Nick, I'm going to go out and be bold. It's 146 for 5. 2 overs left. I still say they get to 170. 174 was what we called earlier. That means we need, about 15 and over. That puts us at 176 if we could get 30 over the next 2. And Nick, do you think right now?
Over? Oh gosh,
it's possible with these two at the crease, but everything has to go their way. That's the big thing.
Possible, but
yeah,
you need 2 20-run overs right now. I'm sorry, you just do 2 20-plus run overs.
Great bowling, McCoy. Slower ball for days, man. This guy. 2 overs, yeah. They need.
You got to take on Krishna. You got to, and I love Krishna, but Krishna can be had. You got to take on Krishna right now. I think.
Gabe, today though, Krishna's economy is less than 5 today. Like he's bowled really well.
He's bowled really well, and you know I love British Krishna. Going back to the auction, I really want CSK to get him, but Krishna, in my opinion, can be had. There's a lot of pressure putting him in the depth. 19th over is always the biggest over. 19th over is where you bowl your best bowler, okay? So a lot of people say you wait into the 20th. No, it's the 19th over. It takes pressure off the 20th, whoever's bowling in the 20th. So this is it right here. This is it right here.
This is it, because I don't want to hear about the all-rounder Hasaranga. 4,000 in the chat. What's up? Give us that like button. Do us a favor. Just hit that like button. Whether you're going to stick around for a long time or not, hit that button. Let us know you joined Cricket for America. We got Nick, Gabe, Ozja from Cricket for Us 2.0. Check out his channel. And there's a lot of pressure on the batters, I feel, right now, because you still have a pacer in Krishna who's been bowling very economically. You got a low score. You got to amp it up. There's a lot of pressure right now for these batters, but I think DK's up to the challenge. You lose these 2 guys. You got Hasaranga that scored like a total 15 runs this year. You got no one else. And
15 runs.
Man. He has not scored too many runs.
That is hilarious. 15 runs.
This is just, oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. First ball, the over, and that's right in the air.
And taken. British Krishna comes through, takes down DK. RCB is done. RCB is done. And, tip your cap. Tip your cap. They'll get maybe 160 at this point.
It says cancel DK's India tour.
Wow. Cancel DK's India tour. Hasaranga now comes in. As Nick said, they've only scored 15 runs. Hilarious. But over the whole season. And
Hasaranga can do anything. Hasaranga can do anything. He's gonna score 20 off 1. I mean, that's not even possible. 20 off 4.
They're running out of time. I'm just grateful that RCB didn't decide to use their vintage, 68 all-out match for this one. But this is just right
68 all-out. They did have one of those this season. They did have a 68 all-out. 155. No, I still say they can get up to about 160, but 170 is what they needed. They needed that 174 in order to win. I mean, on this pitch, it's going to be tough to face Josh Hazelwood. Hazelwood's going to be really good. You've seen what spinners have done today. So you've got Hasaranga, who's number 2 purple in the purple cap, right? So he has a chance to get himself a 3 or 4 wicket haul. Here's the deal. It's going to come down to one thing, Nick, and one thing only. And I'm going to tell you right now, can Josh Buttler give you another century? Because when Josh Buttler hasn't performed this year, they've had a tough time getting.
Oh my gosh! What did I tell you about Hasaranga? What did I tell you? A duck. Now, I was wrong. He has 38 runs this year. Give me a break. There's a duck right there.
Okay. I'm behind you guys, but that's a beautiful delivery. No one's playing that, Nick. Right? No one's playing that. That's like outrageous. That's a beautiful Yorker.
Not Mr. 38. 38 special.
Oh, brilliant delivery, though.
Did you just call Hasaranga Mr. 38, the 38 special?
38 special. No, that was a beautiful ball. This is just Rajasthan is telling you we are going to the finals. I don't care about any of you stupid RCB fans, and I'm one of them. We are going to the final. Hasaranga, how is he called? And I get that was a beautiful ball. I'm talking about previous bad performances. How is he an all-round? I know. I got to be nice. I'll be working on being nice because one of these days, Gabe and I can get some actual cricketers with us to join Hayden Walsh Jr., and they're all going to be ticked off at me.
I was about to say, listen, we've got an actual cricketer. West Indies already made their debut on the channel. Check out that interview with the law firm, Hayden Walsh Jr. You know what I'm saying? Put it in that.
He hated that nickname, by the way. He hated that nickname.
Everyone loved that nickname. Everyone loved that nickname.
He gave you one of these.
Well, you guys, in order to
Krishna's
know,
on a wicket, a hat trick ball right now.
Hat trick incoming. Oh, Krishna.
And he won't get it. There's a single right there. Jeez Louise.
Bharat, it's not on purpose. I didn't join just to make RCB lose. I was supporting RCB today because I genuinely believe in them. Very, very strongly.
I should have known better.
Daddy. Krishna. And this is why I was so mad when CSK let him go at the auction to Rajasthan, because he was amazing. That's who we needed. That was our replacement for Lord Thakur.
Did CSK know that Deepak Chahar would get injured? Did CSK know that? No. Right? So in their minds, again, Krishna, they should have gone after him a lot stronger than they did. But
I agree.
They probably thought, oh, we've got someone, okay, not as quick, but he can be as dangerous. But then he got injured. So it was a terrible call in that sense. But yeah, I do understand where you're coming from. They should have gone harder. Should have gone harder for someone like Prasidh Krishna because he is a beast. He's so good. When he's bowling this, he's so good.
Wow, what a ball there.
Jeez, a wide.
Krishna.
Holy cow.
Oh, Krishna. It was a wide there, but that's what you do. You're on a hat trick. You don't get the hat trick.
Okay. What a bouncer that. Don't care if it's a wide. I agree completely.
He almost took his head off.
Right. I'm going to close my stream and see if I can join you guys because I'm behind. It's just messing me up. It's messing me up.
Oh, my.
Jay, it was an accident, okay?
Nick did call it. Rajasthan Royals. That was his call at the very beginning of the season. Wow. Nick called it. This pitch is bouncy. Hazelwood can bowl well here. I wouldn't compare it to an Australian pitch as far as bounciness, but it is a bouncy pitch. So I think Hazelwood will feast on here. And guess what? I like Hazelwood. And I also like that. Look what the spinners have done. The spinners have been so economical. Listen, Hasaranga has a chance to come in here and get himself a lot of wickets. It's going to come down to that. But Krishna, to me, 3-wicket haul has been the
there you go.
Oh, dispatched for 6. That puts them closer to the 160 I said they could get to. That puts them closer to the 160. Will it be
Oz Ahmed, baby?
Yeah.
They need it, in my opinion, 174. So right now they need 20 in the in that. Well, no, it's what 154 after that. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, if they can get another boundary. If they can get another boundary, it's possible. I told you, Shabazz Ahmed can go ahead and put in work. You got the purple people leader out there as well.
Got a super chat here. The final ball of Krishna. He's been a nightmare. 3 wickets. Amazing. Here it comes. Almost took a 4th wicket. Ooh, that was so close. We got a super chat from Nutty Addy. Appreciate that. He says McCoy is a really talented T20 bowler. He is the main reason West Indies did well against Australia and South Africa at home. West Indies missed him at the World Cup badly after he got injured. He's only recovering now. We've seen it. I mean, we've seen it this match, other matches as well. This guy is absolutely fantastic. That's one of the things that Gabe, as a huge West Indies fan, has been asking for is some more pace bowlers, right? I don't know if you give him the new ball, but pace bowlers for the West Indies to join Andre Russell. And, you know, this is boding well for them. And of course,
Andre Russell can't be your best death bowler. He can't. All right. And we've got to develop other best death bowlers. And Obed McCoy is making that case. I can't wait to see him, Nick. If he's not in Florida.
Gosh.
Bowled out. Oh, Harshal Patel gone. The purple people eater and the West Indian does it again. Another wicket. And Nick,
a terrible shot. What are you trying to do?
Terrible shot.
Yeah, that was Siraj like right there.
He should have pushed that for honestly, he should have tried to push that for a single or a
Oh
dot.
my goodness
Your job
gracious.
is to get off strike right now and give it to the proper all-rounder in Shabazz Ahmed. So, man, this is back to this new rule in the IPL, and I absolutely love it, Nick, where there's no rotating strikes in the middle of it
Oh my gosh.
during the wicket. You have to literally get off strike, or the new guy coming in is going to continue to face that ball. I love it. I love it. Do you go Siraj or Hazelwood here?
I think they go Hazelwood, right?
Only for Siraj. And I love Siraj so much, but I mean,
Siraj doesn't know how to hold it back.
You just got to get Shabazz Ahmed on strike. That's all that matters. This has been so hard for me to watch as an RCB fan, but as a cricket fan, this has been an amazing bowling display in the death. Heck, the last 7 overs, for crying out loud. Amazing. They went the first 7 overs of the match, Pacers. No spinners in the first 7 overs. They have really, really stamped their way into this match. Hazelwood's at strike. Got to get him off strike.
17 runs.
Total?
Yeah, 17 runs in 12 matches. He doesn't bat though, right? Fair enough, but still.
It's just,
I mean,
Rajasthan has really taken the bull by the horns.
Yeah.
The matchup suggested that RCB was the better team. It's not over yet, but it's not looking really good. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you know what?
Oh.
Hazelwood just needs a single here to get off strike.
I don't think they're going to let him. I don't think Open
Nope.
Boy is going to even let him breathe.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, Akshat, yeah, exactly. So the ICC rule officially changes at the start of October, where, you know, that rule you were talking about, Gabe, about no crossing within the middle of the over if a wicket falls.
They rotated the strike. Yes.
Did they
Hazelwood,
run?
Beauty. Yeah,
there we go.
They ran on it. Why not run on it? And thank you, Barack, for supporting my point. The Maxwell's wicket was a turning point. Maxwell needed to survive one more ball. It was the last ball of Trent Bolt, and then you've got 2 guys that crush spinners in on spinners.
I disagree. I think there's like several turning points in this match, for crying out loud. Every single wicket has been huge. DK losing his wicket when the death is just starting, that was killer because he's been your finisher. Virat Kohli, who wasn't even set yet, losing. Faf, who just really, 25 off 27 balls. The bowling has been stifling. The bowling has been fantastic. And I was a drain a 155 score. We already got a dot for Shabazz Ahmed. I am not very optimistic here at all. But I'm not.
I think for me, it was the Patidar wicket, that catch by Buttler that just turned
exactly.
Everything. Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot of turning points in this. Hey, no puns intended, right? Turning point, but just thought of that. Definitely,
Again,
it's
another great ball there by McCoy. Guys,
he's changing his pace so well. That's the thing. I've seen him bowl more well than bad, but I've seen him bowl like terribly as well in T20 games. But today is just his day. He's just bowled so on point. Even if he's bowled like a wide here and there, but you can see his plan. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bowl a wide Yorker. He's trying to stretch out the batsman there. And again, slower ball bounces, things that, are very well utilized by T20 specialists. Taking 2 there. Good running that by Shabazz. That's good running. I didn't expect to run stuff.
Listen, so the innings break right now. Agent of Chaos. I think this is a horrible score. Let me tell you why. Whenever I see a lot of times when I see a first team in T20 bat in the first innings, and it's a bad pitch, a slow pitch, whatever you want to call it, low scoring pitch, big boundaries, I think like, okay, it's going to work that way for both teams. It never does. And the other team's just like, okay, now we know it's a slow pitch, it's a bad pitch, so we're going to change our attack plan. And for some reason, they score and they go nuts. 157, that's my worst. They couldn't even get to 160. This is my worst nightmare. I'm not saying it's over. I'm not going to say those words because I'm not giving up. I'm just saying it doesn't look good, right? I don't feel confident at all. We need to have, when I say we, RCB needs to have a stellar power play bowling, at least 2 wickets in the power play. You've got to have at least 2 because the top 4 batters are, and you got Hitmeyer in there too, don't get me wrong, but those top 4 are most of the offense for Rajasthan. And then you got Hitmeyer in there, so top 5. You got to get early wickets. You can't let them get going. And they have Mr. Orange Cap, Buttler, starting things off. So, I mean, it's just, when you have Buttler on the other side, you've got to score higher than 157. But let's hope, it's fair on both sides as far as the pitch goes. I just very rarely do I see that. I'm going to predict right now, Mr. Negative, I'm going to predict right now that they're going to chase in like the 18th over, and they're only going to lose 1 wicket. That's my ultra negative, pessimistic prediction. I hope it doesn't happen.
I've got a feeling that, you being pessimistic or negative is going to be in your favor, Nick. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm seriously nervous right now.
The biggest thing is, as you said, 2 wickets. I think they need Buttler and Jaiswal. Both the openers need to go in the first 2 overs. First 2 to 3 overs, both openers need to go, and then try and constrict where Hasaranga starts to bowl, Maxwell is bowling, right? Harsha Patel when he comes in slightly later down in the innings. All of these guys have to be on their best game. Otherwise, 158 is a pretty mediocre total. Let's put it as it is. It's not the greatest of scores. They're about 20 runs short, in my opinion. But if they bowl well, obviously, and losing wickets of Buttler and Jaiswal is going to be the hit that RR would not be looking for. They'll be like, oh, wait, what happened? We're 2 down for 10? Right, okay, let's see what we can do. So, yeah, that's my 3 cents on that.
This is not a lucky charm. I showed it for 2 balls. They lost a wicket. It's not a lucky charm.
Really quickly, guys, while we still got over 400 in the chat, do me a favor and help me wish Mr. Nicholas a happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Nick. Oh, man. My man's celebrating his birthday today. Savannah wanted me to remind him happy birthday. And honestly, let's try to get him a win here. I like Hazelwood chances on this bouncy track. Like I said, 174 would have been par, but of course they're under. There's no question they're under. But last time Josh Hazelwood met up with Buttler, he took him down for 8 runs on 9 balls. Okay? And it's just a matter of, without Buttler, this team struggles to get anything over 160. They really do. All right? When Buttler goes down for on an early against RCB, even though RCB lost that game, they went 144 for 8. Right? Buttler was gone on 8 runs in the first over. And the big person actually was Ryan Parag in that game, who ended up scoring 56 runs. That was the meeting that RCB actually lost to Rajasthan Royals. Okay. And that's one where, again, they lost. I think Hazelwood is going to be the key. Can he take down, or take the wicket, I should say, of Josh Buttler? That will completely change the complexity of the game. And because it's a slow wicket, I think RCB will play slowly. What do you guys think?
I think in terms of playing slowly, I do agree with you. But that's not Butler's game, is it? Right? But Buttler is going to come out and try and be as aggressive. I think I meant to say Rajasthan Royals are not going to go as slowly. One of the guys, which is Buttler, he's going to go mad. But Jaiswal is going to take a bit of his time. And happy birthday, Nick. Wish you a happy 20th birthday. I think you look really good for your age, obviously. And have a wonderful day. I was meant to wish you before, but I thought I'd wait. Until Gabe.
I appreciate it, everybody. Birthdays, I don't hate birthdays because the age thing. I just don't really make a big deal about them for myself, but I appreciate it. Means a lot. You're off by just a little bit, Han Solo, but I appreciate that prediction. But honestly, everyone, I appreciate the love. Yes, I'll definitely have the good luck charm for Rajasthan. I'm going to do everything I can. I need Gabe to get everything he's got. His antithesis of the blue soap needs to be out right now. Definitely not my 20th birthday. I'm turning 39, my friends. 39 years old today. And there you go, Han Solo. He knows. Very nice. They can win within 18. Exactly. And they're only going to lose 1 wicket. I'm calling it right now. But but I hope I'm wrong. It could be better. Turning point. We appreciate. See, this is one of the 3 things that Jesus was given on his birthday. He was given the myrrh, right? He was given the frankincense, the gold, and the myrrh. We appreciate the myrrh. Happy birthday, Nick. I appreciate that. And I've never had myrrh before, so I'm excited to try some out. Appreciate that. Dr. Jihan also with the back-to-back turning super chats. And again, Ozjob mentioned earlier, we were talking about turning points, so it's very fitting. Dr. Jihan says, Maxwell always throws his wicket away at key junctures. He does it a lot for Australia as well. That's why he's not trusted. He can be a game changer, though. Yes, he can. And let me tell you this, gentlemen, in more ways than one, and not just all the negative. Maxwell's like the perfect RCB player, is he not? He encapsulates RCB. He's fun. He's cool. He can score big shots. He can get big scores, and he can throw away that wicket. He can also take wickets, and he can not take wickets. I love Maxwell. But, yes, that was an unfortunate shot.
So really quick, guys, the two matchups, right, with Rajasthan, funny enough, they actually won the match when Buttler didn't go off because their bowling went off. But the match that they had Josh Hazelwood in there, Buttler gone for 8. Without Hazelwood early in the season, Buttler went off for 70. So Buttler is really the – bye, bud. Have a great time. Buttler is really the linchpin in this match, and it's all about Josh Hazelwood. I am employing the same strategy that Rajasthan Royals use. I am not pulling Hazelwood out of the game until Buttler's wicket is gone. Make Samju Samson, make the young Jaiswal, who I called Jaiswal as an emerging player 2 years ago. I was a little early on him, but make Padical, make these guys win the game. Don't let it be Buttler. Don't let it be Buttler. And that's just how I would attack this game. That's how I would attack this game. Let's see what happens. But yes, happy birthday, Nick. I got a very special gift for you. All right, a very special gift for you. I'll stop by at some point today and drop it off. But I just wanted to make sure I got that out there before I forgot. But guys, whoever said the magnet's already out, man. The magnet's already out. Is it working? I'm not sure, but the magnet's already out, baby.
Let's see. They say read V Rush's comment here. Where's it at? How far up is there? I also saw another comment that was pretty funny.
It says Nick officially available for CSK.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah.
Yes!
That was the only one I saw.
Nick, should I make a phone call from you and let CSK know that you're going to be entering the mini auction in a year? I mean, you're age eligible now.
Hey, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it, man. Oh man. All jokes aside, Nick, I know that people are going to say, Gabe, don't watch all the West Indian fans in here lose their minds. Watch it, and I don't care. Bro, I'm feeling my team. I'm telling you, it's going to be – we got to see history when we saw USA beat Ireland in that T20 match back in December. I'm thinking the West Indies may hold court down in Florida, Nick. I'm excited. They may hold court. I know it's India. I know, bro, but I'm excited, guys, to see Obi McCoy. Look at Renee. She said, don't even say it.
It's too early. It's too early, Gabe.
What have I been asking for? I said we need a death bowler. Our best death bowler cannot be Andre Russell, because Andre Russell don't even play for the international squad anymore. He did. He wasn't there for the World Cup, right? But I think they've discovered it. And bro, if they don't put Hitmeyer in, I will lose my mind. I'll be escorted out the stadium. Bro. But I'm telling you, they better put Hitmeyer in there, because Hitmeyer has had some big games, and I love my West Indian squad. Look at Don Antonio. No! Come on, West Indian.
Why do you do it even your own team? You're crazy. Han Solo's going to give me some twiglets for my birthday. How dare you? Don Antonio, he's got some 10115 cake. I love it. You got this. Renell says, that's it. We're dead. This has been a great stream so far. We got, at one point, we had like 4,200 in the chat. Some kind of glitch happened. I don't even know how that happens. How do 4,000 people all choose at the same second to join the stream? YouTube hates us, but they threw us some love today. For those that have stuck around there, you're new to Cricket for Americans, you listen to us talk, we appreciate you sticking around. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to join us the entire rest of the match. We're going to be here for all the pain and misery you're going to see me go through, or you're going to see the most annoying person of all time if it gets a little more interesting at the end. But I'm calling for the former than the latter. But we appreciate the love, the support. Keep commenting. Keep letting us know what's going on. Keep telling Gabe when he's wrong. And if you want to see how Top Gun was, what our thoughts were, Gabe and I went in full Top Gun gear to the theater yesterday. That's right. We're that crazy. And we did a little review on the final reaction. Let me put the link here for you guys to see it. We appreciate that support as well.
You guys looked good in your Top Gun outfits, by the way. You looked like you were Iceman and Maverick 2.0s. So it was good. It was good fun.
Appreciate that.
Let's go back to my West Indies for a second.
I love it.
Hold on.
You're going to mess him up again?
I'm just saying. Open McCoy. All right. Jason Holder. Give me a little Hussein. Akil Hussein, who's looked really good this year as well here in the IPL. You're telling me we finally don't have some T20 bowling? And yes, I get it. Pollard retired from international. People are concerned about that. But you know what? Give me the youngsters. Give me the youngsters. All right? I believe. Give me Puran. I know it's Puran, but I like to say Puran. Give me some Nicholas Puran. Bro, I'm excited, Nick. I'm excited. I may run on the field. Did you guys see that, by the way? How did that happen? How did that happen? It was in the first or third. Was it the first or second over? Somebody ran in the field, and they're like, I didn't think that even existed anymore, man, with security, at least here in the States.
All the time, man. Cricket, like, there used to be streakers. You know what streakers are? There used to be streakers randomly running on the pitch. Yeah. So it's not that uncommon in cricket, but it's a lot more uncommon than it used to be. Like back in the day, there was a few more because there weren't as much security issues, right? Back in the day, but now I am surprised though, especially in the IPL. Crazy.
All the time, Gabe. I want to know if you know who Tom Skerritt is. Han Solo's asking a serious question. Was Tom Skerritt in the new Top Gun? Do you know who that actor is?
I don't know.
I'll put you on the spot. He's the guy that played Viper in the first Top Gun. He was like the head of the Top Gun, whatever. He's like, I knew your father. That's why I'm giving you a chance. He was not in the new film, but they do have some of the original actors in there. That's all I'm going to say. I know. Stranger Things Season 4 is today. I got to wait till tomorrow because my son is with Jody. They're at California Adventure Disneyland today. They're on their way right now. They're about to get there for a school trip. You got Obi-Wan series coming out today. And oh gosh, what was I going to say?
Miss Marvel already came out.
Miss Marvel came out. Oh my gosh. You got all these different things going on, but there was something else I was going to say. Not exactly sure. Yes, we saw the trailer for Mission Impossible. That's also on the final reaction. I'll put the link to our Top Gun Maverick non-spoiler review here again if you want to, copy and paste it and check it out. Gabe, what are you freaking out about over there?
Somebody just, and this is my own West Indian fans. Guys, show us love. I'm going to be out there. All right? Come on, Don Antonio. India going to whitewash West Indies. Not on
He's doing the reverse jinx. He's doing the reverse jinx.
Watch. Oh, man. Nick, I don't think they're going to invite us to the booth for this one because they're going to be like, send that guy down there.
Completely.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Right? I was confused about the Miss Marvel coming out. It comes out 8th of June, doesn't it? Sure it does.
I think it's probably in theaters somewhere, but that's what Raj just said. I didn't think it was out either.
Theaters. They said that it's that.
Have I seen Moon Knight? Yes, I absolutely love Moon Knight. It gets better and better with each episode. I had some issues with the first episode, small issues, but man, that gets cleared up. It's a fantastic show. Gotta check it out. I haven't even seen the trailer yet, but there's a trailer for Andor, Cassian Andor. Can't wait to see that trailer. There's the trailer for Willow. I'm a huge Willow fan. No one cares about Willow, but I do. There's a new series coming out with Warwick Davis, the original Willow. A lot of good stuff coming out. And someone asked, are we sick today from work? We are off today. It's official summer vacation for us. This is an off day for us. We have no more contracted work for the next several weeks, but we will have a few weeks of some summer school to make some extra kizash. But maybe someone.
Hold on. I haven't heard kizash in like 50 years, Nick. I'm so sorry. That is just.
Listen. And it's funny. let's see how many. And Nick always laughs because I always text him and I give him different terminology. You got Kizash, you got the guap. You ever heard that one? Let me get that guap. You know what I mean? You got that dough.
Yeah.
You know, in Spanish, la feria. You know what I mean? You got that feria, dinero, the doubloons, the doubloons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's New York.
What about the booty? Does anyone say the booty?
The booty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, a little Sopranos for you. Let me get those boxes of ziti. You know what I'm saying? Let me get them boxes of zitis.
What about the Benjamins? Right? The Benjamins?
The Benjis, baby.
We in England call them money. That is all we call it.
What?
Oh,
that's awesome. Jaiswal is in there. I'm still waiting for the day that he just gets like jacked. We can call him Jaiswal, but he's still just Jaiswal right now.
Nick Savannah's like, why did you corrupt Nick? Babe, I'm telling you, Nick's always been corrupted. Nick's always been corrupted.
I'm very impressionable, okay? Very impressionable.
Mr. Singh, we've already subscribed. Reviewed Sasha and a Billion Dreams. Go ahead and check it out. It's not on this channel though. It's on our channel, Boring Reviews. On CFA Nation, we just do live streams. We do reaction to crazy shit. But go ahead and check out our sister channel, the original Boring Reviews. And I think you'll like our Sasha and a Billion Dreams.
That's an interesting, that's like a hijacking comment right there. We appreciate you subscribing the week that this channel was formed. And if you've been a subscriber this entire time, you chose us not putting that review on this channel the moment you just unsubscribe. We've given you like 400 other opportunities to do that by the stupid stuff that we've said or the stupid stuff that we've done. But yeah, it's on Born Reviews. You know, no reason to get mad. You can go ahead and hit that subscribe button again. We don't blame you.
Oh,
wow.
Look at Han Solo. Gabe has so much money, he has a 2-story bungalow. First of all, that was not my bungalow.
Oh, I know the history behind that comment. He's making fun of you for calling that giant house a bungalow. I love it. It's 2-story.
Okay, and second of all right, this is how committed I am. I'm on vacation, all right, in Mexico. And bro, we're out there and I'm watching the IPL losing my mind, bro. Like, oh, well, you gotta be kidding me.
All right, come on, good luck charm. Siraj is in there. The innings has started. 2 dots so far. Oh my gosh. Right, Bat, I hate you. I hate you, Bat. The first catch, it gets a 6. Are you kidding me?
Get rid of the bat. Hashtag get rid of the bat.
What happened? Is there like blue soap for
the
bats?
Terrible ball. Hold on, that was the worst ball he's bowled, okay? It's down the leg side. All he did was just pull it for 6. That was just a horrible delivery. So that got what it deserved. But yeah, again, keep the bat away, Nick. Maybe maybe the bat is for Mumbai Indians and not for RCB.
Hashtag lose the bat.
Was that ball much different besides being on the opposite side than the one Maxwell got out on? Right? I mean, Maxwell was able to get bat on it. This guy was able to get bat on it. Jeez Louise. This is tough.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Oh, this is hard to watch. And a misfield kind of right there. And a 4. Just like that. What did I tell you? Man, that's super slow. They're going to get a million boundaries. They're going to chase us by the 18th. This is so hard to watch.
Would you have given the first over to Lord Siraj?
You have to.
No, I would have given. I mean, this thing. If Buttler was on strike, they would have gone Hazelwood. But Jaiswal went on strike. That's why they changed it up. I think that's the reason.
Siraj is so due. He's the most due person in the entire world. He's more due than a woman that's like 45 weeks pregnant. Okay, that's how due this guy is.
45. Wow.
Wouldn't you agree that'd be pretty due? I mean, he's more due than her. I mean, she'll be there like at home, like right with her 45-week belly, and she'll be like, "Yeah, he needs to get away before me." I agree.
Man, I mean, I've listened. 40 weeks, right, is like typical. 45, holy cow! Listen,
that just means they're due any minute, any second. That's what Nick's saying.
Exactly.
Bro, at 40, they're due any second. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Pathetic bowling. Oh, and he gets pumped again.
Gosh.
Oh, Siraj.
Okay, to go back,
Siraj.
Gabe. Yes, it was a mistake to put Siraj in there. Oh my gosh, he came up 16.
Jaiswal with the back foot, man, he's been outstanding this over. 2 sixes, and then that what was it, through mid wicket, that push as well that went for 4. He looks good. 16 off 6. Looks far better than the last time I saw him, which was last year, right?
Gabe,
I haven't seen it all season.
I'm gonna need you to reach out to Dr. Blasphemer. I'm calling it right now. I need a wellness check in about 6 hours. I'm gonna need one.
I'll make sure I'll make sure that I slot you in for an appointment.
Gabe. No. I wanted to just tell Dr. Blasphemer that next time just press the record. Just tell him. Just let him know. Okay? It's all good. Nick told me yesterday. It's all good. But just tell him. Just let him know. There's a record button on the top right-hand side of the screen. Just press it. Just press it.
Dude, you know what's funny? We've done that a few times, right? At least once or twice on the other channels, whatever. And I love The Big Bang Theory. And there's this episode with Sheldon and his girlfriend, Amy Farrah Fowler, called Come With Flags, where he was like, well, this is episode 476, really 477, but somebody forgot to press record.
yeah, I remember that.
Like, I thought we were going to mention that. And then throughout the episode, he continues to mention it. And she's like, I press record! I was so embarrassed I couldn't call you, man. I was like, what did I do? And it was gold. You know what's funny, guys? Azad actually laid it out too. He said, this is what needs to happen for CSK to win. And literally right after that, the first thing did happen, and then it all fell apart.
And we will never, ever get a chance to hear it. Thanks a lot, Gabe.
It's all good. There's always next year when CSK wins. All right? There's always next year.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's right, baby. CSK.
How did this turn into a CSK love fest? Come on.
Buttler with a boundary. And if Buttler is going,
backward of point. That was so well timed as well. No power behind that, just all timing. Fantastic.
Well, and I think
all
that's
I'm saying is that's what I said. Boundary galore. I don't want to hear about bad pitch nonsense.
I think Buttler has changed his game because Buttler went through a stretch. You know, he was crushing the ball in the beginning of the season, and I think that the bowling adapted to what he was doing.
Yes, it did.
And now what Butler's had to do is play off of his back foot a lot more and kind of bide his time because they've really been able to exploit his aggressiveness and get him to get himself out. There were a couple matches where I saw him get out, and he was just absolutely set up. You know what I mean? He was absolutely set up. And I think that's what good batsmen got to do, right? They've got to. At one point, we were asking, is Buttler going to break Kohli's record? No, but that was the pace he was on to break Kohli's IPL record. And the bowling around the league said, okay, this is how we're going to have to attack Josh Buttler. Stop giving him, keep bowling wide or, right on the line. Make him get himself out. Definitely no bowling in the slot because he's going to tear you up. And make sure that you're consistent when your lines are like, he'll get himself out. And now Buttler has had to really change his approach.
Buttler just left a ball in a T20 semifinal, basically. That's exactly. I agree with you that he's taken that approach and adapted it very well because he's realized what the opposition's been doing. Also, just a thing that I remember now, KL Rahul still in the top 3, right?
Yep.
And same story as every year. KL Rahul in the top 3, run getters. His team doesn't get to the final.
And his team got the playoffs this year, right?
That was good.
I don't think the Kings got to the playoffs the last 2 seasons at least. But you're right. It's the same exact story. But you know what? I'm not saying it's the only reason. But it didn't stop him from being captain of the T20 squad for India right now, coming up in their upcoming tour against South Africa.
He had to be, right? Because Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are going to be playing tests.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's the only
2 for 2, averaging 11 and over. And again, guys, to me, the score is not even that important in the power play. Is can you get Buttler out? If Buttler makes it out of the power play, you're done. If Buttler makes it out of the power play, you're done. Josh. Not
Joss.
It's Josh
Joss.
Buttler. If Josh Buttler makes it out of the power play, you're done. And you know what? We don't give coaching. It sure helps to have someone like
Oh yeah.
Is it
Sangakkara.
Sangakkara? Yeah. And sometimes as a batsman that you don't see it and you need that help. Again, Maxwell, how was somebody not in his ear saying just concede the over? It's the last ball. You know what I mean? Like concede the over. You got spinners coming who you got the best economy rate against. What are you doing? And
Gabe, are you trying to kill me right now? Are you trying to kill me?
How am I killing you?
Because you keep reminding me about that blunder. Come on, man. Hazelwood has a great first over, only 6 runs compared to Siraj's 16. Oh, tell me he got bad on that, you jerks. You're all jerks. He got bad on it. Jaiswal's going nuts, 16 runs on 7 balls. And Siraj is hoping. He had 3 dots last over. He's hoping to not get pumped this over. Let's get a wicket. Mohammad Siraj, this is like prime. I'm calling it right now. He's getting a wicket this over. This is prime Siraj. Gives him a bunch of runs, and then he takes a wicket. He's getting a wicket this over. Wicket alert.
Wow. That's early, Nick. That's early.
That is super early.
I'm calling it right now. You shut your mouth. I'm calling it right now.
That is super early. Wow, what a stop there by Faf du Plessis. Very nice. Very nice.
That's a beautiful shot, though, by Jaiswal as well. Beautiful cover drive, but well fielded by the captain of RCB. That's so true.
Oh, my God.
What is hope? Anyway, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Guys, I think this game will literally be determined in the power play. And it is, does Josh Buttler make it out of the power play? If I'm Faf, I'm pretty much using Josh Hazelwood 3 overs in the power play. Thoughts?
I think the final over will give the result in the match. That's my prediction.
Ooh.
What if they don't get to the final over? What if your prediction comes true?
Well, that's the beauty. Whatever the final over is the final over. The last over of this match will decide it all.
That's so true. Great information, Nick. I really appreciate that.
I have a better one for you. 100% of the teams that have the highest score at the end of the match always win. So that's what they're going for right now.
Hey, no, not 100%. You forgot about DLS, Duckworth, Lewis, Stern. Forgot about Rain. Nick, you forgot about Rain.
Oh.
Where even oh, what a shot by Buttler. Goodness me. Spanked.
Beautiful shot there by Buttler. And
they already got 27 runs. Oh, no.
Siraj is just getting pumped. Siraj, nice cover drive there. Siraj getting pumped. I mean, that's right in the slot. What did I say? You got to go wide with Josh Buttler. You got to get himself out. I mean, what are you doing, Siraj? Oh, Siraj.
Listen, Agent of Chaos, I would rather RCB win a playoff game and then lose one than just lose the very first match of the playoffs. I'm just saying. I'm not ready to give up yet, but man, Siraj is so expensive. Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh, they're like Kohli wants to fight.
Oh someone. My God, that's another 4.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
This is yes, yes.
Lord Siraj. The Lord is back. Lord Siraj.
You guys are such jerks.
Oh, the Lord is back. Lord Siraj.
Emotional damage. Do you know who? I forgot this guy's name. Oh, something Stephen He. Do you know who Stephen He is? I think his name.
Oh my gosh! That's
another
50 million miles away.
6 runs.
Oh, Lord Siraj getting pumped.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Siraj?
31 runs in 2 overs. Hootie! Booty! Oh, Lord Siraj.
Okay, what did I say though? What did I say? Okay, I was wrong with the wicket alert. But what did I say? How has the slow wicket happened, pitch, and all that kind of? How's that worked out so far? The big boundaries. How has that worked out so far? I've told you a million times it never works out for the chasing team.
Oh, somebody's accused. Match fixing! Chills like Siraj got a $50,000 check from Samson.
Oh, wow.
So tough.
Lord Siraj. Oh, man.
It's just been really bad bowling. Siraj bowls 2 good balls in an over, then one that's lucky that doesn't go for a boundary, and the rest goes for boundaries. That's exactly what happened in the first one, and the same thing happened in this over. Like,
you saying he can't help himself?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And Hazelwood has actually been good. Only gave up 6 in that first over. You know, I mean, it's so tough. Whoa, what just happened here?
Now. I'll be finishing all of Bodyline. I was just waiting for us to have a lull in our channel, but we're live streaming today, so probably tomorrow you'll see episode 3. Appreciate that.
Glenn Maxwell puts himself in. Oh, Glenn Maxwell comes in. I didn't expect, and I know that the bouncy pitch might help Maxwell, but did you expect to see him in the power play? Why not just go right back to? Well, I see you got Jaiswal on strike, but I would still have gone back to Josh Hazelwood. At least give him 2. What do you think?
This is what RCB does. They love putting spinners in the power play. They love it.
Yeah, and it could work, but now Jaiswal's off strike, and Buttler might go crazy.
Can it get worse? Can it get worse than Siraj? I mean, honestly,
but
can a bowler give up more runs than that?
In RCB's defense, there's a really good comment by Raj here. Maxwell mostly has bowled in the power. He has bowled in the power play quite a bit this season, hasn't he? Though that's the big thing. So they are utilizing him where.
Catch that! Oh, not a chance. Not a chance.
I'm behind, so I got no idea.
He tried. I mean, that would have been impossible. I appreciate the dive. He was trying there. But
so
man, now there is the first luck one right there. I want to get to this comment right here. I absolutely agree. My thing was that everyone was making the excuse of the slow wicket. I kept saying, did I not, that the bowling from Rajasthan was fantastic. I completely agree. But my crying about that is we can't use that as an excuse. Rajasthan just bowled out of their minds, for crying out loud. And RCB, I mean, they're throwing. They're not even bowling. They're throwing the ball.
Wow. Hazelwood might be
timing.
Interesting.
The timing, man. Come on. Buttler is just on fire.
And I mean, again, 42-0 right now. We're in the 4th over, last ball of the 4th over. And right now, I mean,
tough to watch. And it's all Gabe's fault.
I did it. It's all my fault. You know, 2 dot balls there at the end. And again, I mean, that was a good over by Maxwell, right? Almost got himself a wicket, 5 runs. It's been Lord Siraj. Siraj is terrible. Terrible. They got to go to
watch your
else.
mouth when you talk about Lord Siraj.
Siraj has been terrible. You got to go to somebody else. I would not give Siraj the ball right now. I'll wait to the middle overs. I would not give him another over in the death. I mean, in the power play, bro. The field is the restriction of the fields is killing them. I mean, you got too many defenders inside the restricted circle. Put them in the middle overs. Go to somebody else. You know what? You just went with Maxwell. This is where you give the second over to Hazelwood. Go with Hazelwood, but I don't want to see Siraj again. It's oh my gosh, he's been terrible. Terrible.
Gabe, I hate to break it to you, but he's going to be coming back. Don't you worry about that. No, I won't change my cap. I'm still rocking with RCB for life, baby. Listen, as an RCB fan, we don't expect championships. Are you kidding me? We don't expect championships. We're used to like the pain and back-to-back spinners, baby. Back-to-back.
Oh, somebody's saying sub him out. That is hilarious. Sub him out.
That guy is MS Dhoni.
Up in the
Another
air.
lucky one right there. In the air forever. Fielder's not around. Okay, fielding placement, Foff. You're getting killed right now because every ball that could have been caught was caught, besides the drop by Parag, by Rajasthan. There's 2 in a row where the fielder's nowhere to be seen.
But it could also be the fact that the batsman is on purpose hitting somewhere where the fielder isn't, right?
No. It's all bad. The sky's falling. How dare you with that strategic, smart analysis? I'm not ready for that kind of stuff right now. Why can't I self-wallow?
Let me self-wallow. Let me self-wallow. Listen. If
Get
you
out.
see, though, Shabazz Ahmed as well as Maxwell have done the right thing. They got the 2 balls in the air, hang up there outside of the power play. Those are wickets. Those are wickets because you got more players
of course.
outside of the restricted circle. And they're not getting pumped like Siraj. At least they're not going for 6. At least they're not going for 6.
Yeah, we're not here for championships. We're here for punching bags. Exactly.
You guys got
right, guys.
And that is sailing away.
That's a 6. Oh, Josh Buttler.
I like this one from Gurpreet. He says dinosaurs will come again, but RCB will never win.
Wow.
That's such a sweet hit. That is such a sweet hit from Josh Buttler, man. Wow.
Oh,
right. By the way, guys, I'm gonna have to go after the power play, but I hope there's a wicket at least at the end of the power play. By the end of the power.
Don't worry, there won't be. Don't you worry about that.
So I think they need 6 and over to win. No, not 6. About 7, 8 and over. Okay,
Probably like 3.5. Probably 3.5.
Just the boss gets underway.
That's hilarious. Jihan says, at least they're not going for 6, and that's a 6. Oh, Jihan.
Jihan, does my misery fuel you? I think it does. I think my misery just gives you joy, and you just kind of like skip around town the rest of the day. Like, yeah, this is feeling good.
It's because you support England, Nick. That's why you support England and India. And he's like, no, what? I can't support anyone who supports England. What? That's why.
But are you saying that my winning personality does not overcome that?
Well, it should.
Oh, nice.
Plus, it's your birthday. I can't be mean to you.
Man. Oh,
Mathurajan says one-sided game. I'd say
absolutely.
It now is after that shot, after that 6 by Buttler down the ground.
They have 57 and they're not even out of the 5th over.
Wow.
That's genuinely
keep saying it.
6.5 and over.
I'm going to keep saying it. It was hard for one team to score, and the other team is just no problem at all. Bad bowling, absolutely. I mean, look at that. I mean, a 1-bounce boundary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're talking about Rajasthan and the Gujarat Titans in the finals. Who you got? Aja, before you leave, who's winning the whole thing this year?
Gujarat Titans. They're going to win.
So that means that Rajasthan, you're going to win your 2nd championship. Because on Ozjaw's channel yesterday, I joined him while he was so gracious to allow me to be on his channel. And he did not only say, I did too, that RCB was going to win this game, but he said they were going to win the entire thing. I think your predictions, I'm just saying, have not gone too well, right?
Yeah, they have not.
So it looks like Rajasthan's going to win their 2nd championship via Ozjaw. So we appreciate that. 61 is the score. Oh, no.
61 for 0 and 5 overs. I hope it's Hazelwood. Is Hazelwood coming back? It is Hazelwood coming back.
Better.
Good, man.
Did we tell him not to?
Now that Buttler is already settled in, let's bring Hazelwood back. Good call, Faf. Good call. Magic. I love that. That's hilarious. Magic's like, Azjad said CSK are qualifying. Why ask him?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, perfect. Oh, my predictions this season are terrible. They're so bad. Well, actually,
as bad as Siraj was, as Siraj was, Shabazz gave up 19 that over.
Whew. Madness. Absolute madness.
Oh, a catch! Something good happened. All right, baby. Come on, Kryptonite. Oh man. Finally.
Oh my God.
Finally. Jaiswal's out of there.
That is a great catch, though. Great catch.
That was a
Excellent
great catch.
right at you.
I think it was Coley, wasn't it? Coley, right? Took the catch.
Hot potato right at you.
Wow,
yeah.
that was a bullet.
Yeah.
No, that was
Parag,
Glenn
that's
Maxwell.
how it's
Oh, no,
done,
that
my
was
friends. Oh, it's going to be all over the place. They're still losing by a wide margin, but that gave me some joy right there. Who's out? Jaiswal's out. 21 off 13. He did his job.
It went straight to
catch,
Coley, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right to him. Or else it would have been like a one-bounce boundary.
And once again, Josh Hazelwood with the wicket. I'm telling you, Josh Hazelwood, if he can take the scalp, and that's why I don't understand why they only gave him one wicket and went away from him and kept putting Siraj in there. That's just bad captaincy by Faf. I'm sorry. You've got to, and I get it. Faf is thinking, I got to get these overs out of here somehow. But give him to Siraj in the middle overs, not in the power play, because he's not doing his job. He's not doing his job. Jeez.
So here's Sanju Samson, okay?
Get
There's
out.
Five huge wickets.
Five down.
5 huge wickets. We need to take another one. Another 5 of them. Come on. It starts right now. Need 2 wickets to the power play. Yep. Hazelwood, you got that Australian winning blood in you. Let's see it.
You can do it, Happy.
And Josh Buttler at 40 right now. Josh Buttler at 40 right now. Again, he's the biggest wicket because Sanju Samson just none, in my opinion, maybe Padicle, but nobody else. And I love Sherman Hitmeyer, but Hitmeyer isn't gonna give you, 10 overs. That's just not gonna happen. Ooh. These guys don't last or don't have the ability to last the entire game, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, Nick? So even though it's almost at a run of ball, it's about taking the 2 top guys out, and Hazelwood and Jaiswal, you've already done part of the job. Sanju Samson can give you a 50, can give you a 100, and then he can give you a duck. And then many times when he does it, it's very seldomly will he give you, 13, 14 overs. So let's see what happens here. I would continue to attack with Hazelwood until and I don't care. At this point, they're gonna misfield there by Faf. That never happens. I don't care about the depth at this point. You know what I mean? Because if you don't get Josh Buttler out, you're not making it to the depth any which way. You've got to take his wicket. This is Hazelwood's second over. I don't want to see Hazelwood bowl him out. I would say bowl him out and give the death to. That's going to be tough, man. I mean, you got the purple people eater who can take.
Are they going to get to the death? Are they going to?
That's my point. That's my point. It doesn't matter until you take that wicket of Josh Buttler. So let's see what happens.
No, you got to. I'm telling you got to get 5 wickets before the death. You've got to if you want to have a chance. You absolutely have to. And then you still got Ashwin who might decide to go off. I mean, it's just.
Ashwin went off a couple of games ago, right? Ashwin went off a couple of games ago.
He's
done, with the bat.
He went, strike rate wise, he went off like back-to-back games.
Yeah.
And then he also retired himself, which is kind of funny. There's a boundary right there. Buttler, 44 off 19. Whew. Gosh.
Yeah, if Buttler gets the century, this game's over.
I got nothing to lose right here. I got nothing to lose here.
Oh my God! Here goes the bat. I'm calling it. It's a 6. Very next ball.
And Buttler gets a 15. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Nick just
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. We have about 100 likes, 184 in the chat. If everyone could just go ahead and hit that like button right now, we would appreciate it. Check out Cricket Forest 2.0 for all your cricket needs. We have an IPL discussion on there that he posted with yours truly here. Gabe wasn't invited. Haha. But also check out Dibbly Dobbly Podcast. Just kidding. Gabe was working. I was at home yesterday. We got super chat here from Dr. Jihan. The only way RCB are winning this game is to take wickets up front. Bowl Hazelwood up front and make inroads. Listen, that's what I'm saying. They've got to take 5 wickets before over 15, preferably before that. I don't think it's going to happen before that, but absolutely. Last ball of the power play. Get that wicket, Hazelwood, because they only need 91 on 85 balls. Oh, my gosh.
Nick, Gaurav is saying switch your cap the opposite way, right? Move the cap the other way.
After the ball, I will. I want a wicket, though. All right.
And defend
Change
it.
powers.
Defend it.
Oof. And he's gone. Yes.
So, I mean,
All right.
Again, a great over there for Hazelwood. A great over there for Hazelwood. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Lord Siraj has probably single-handedly put RCB in a terrible position in this game.
Like half of the runs already in the power play were because of him. Half of the runs. Madness.
It's insane. Hazelwood in 2 overs has himself a wicket and 12 runs. All right. A wicket and 12 runs through 2 overs. 6-run economy rate. Lord Siraj, infinite economy rate.
And he takes it away.
Right, guys, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Please, everyone, do like, share, subscribe to Cricket for Americans, to Boring Reviews, to The Final Reaction. Amazing channels, amazing human beings, both of these guys right here. And enjoy. Let's hope RCB can bring it home with a required run rate of 6.5. Let's see what they can do. But thank you.
Ashad, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us. It's been a lot of fun as always. Have a great rest of the day. Say hi to the family and give the daughter a kiss for us. We appreciate it.
Of course. All right. Take care, guys. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Later. Nick, they put in the purple people leader. Interesting. Why not go to Hasaranga right now?
Power play. Exactly. Well, who's on strike right now? Because Hasaranga has dismissed Samson 5 out of 6 meetings. If Samson's on strike right now, absolutely Hasaranga. But you got Harsh Patel in there, some more pace to get him loosened up right for Hasaranga to ring him up. So it is what it is. Let's see who's on strike after this first strategic timeout finishes up. What do you guys got? We got 162 still in the chat. We appreciate that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And, I mean, let's see what's going to happen. Who you got? Who's going to say RCB is going to have a chance at this still? I give RCB like a 10% chance, Gabe. 10. That's all I'm giving them.
The bet has cherries on it. Hilarious. Oh, wow. It
has no cherries. I think I have used it for tennis balls. I'm not going to lie. I think I took it out once at the park, but it'll get branded. Don't worry. It'll get its chance.
5% chance. I give them a higher than a 5% chance. I still say, even at this rate, I give them about a 20% chance, 25% chance. All you got to do is, take a couple wickets consecutively in succession. And again, 2%. I think that Hasaranga is going to be the key. Hasaranga will definitely be the key.
He has to be. It's very weird, Han Solo. Very, very weird. I'm not used to the technique. It looks so easy when you watch him do it, right? It looks so easy, but it's so awkward, especially with what I'm used to with the baseball bat. But I've been meaning to, and now that I have a little bit of free time, I've been meaning to try and just to get like my stance somewhat right. So that when I do whatever we do, have some fun with it, I'm able to do something with the bat. Because I'm not the most athletic, but I've always had pretty decent contact in baseball. I can usually get the bat and the ball. So I'm thinking with a wider bat in cricket, right, that I'd have more of a chance to at least make some kind of contact. I saw, and that was clickbait from We Cricket. I saw their video where they were at Lord's, which was really, really cool. I'm super jealous. And they were able to get in the nets there, the little machine. And that was a cool machine. They show you like the computer eyes of the guy running at you, and then the ball comes out. And they were taking their shots. I mean, you watch them, and these guys know a lot more about cricket than we do, playing and doing it. Buttler gets his 50. Congratulations.
There goes 50.
You can see like how fast that ball's coming and how you have like a split second to react. But I'll have a chance against Gabe bowling, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, MS Dhoni actually only won our Mumbai trophy. I've only seen one of their championships. I just missed the one before that. But I appreciate that. I was thinking about that today. Could you imagine the first 3 seasons? Mumbai, CSK, RCB, all winning it. That would have been crazy. Not going to happen. I was hoping RCB could at least get to the finals. So then all of our 4 teams, Gabe, would have made a finals appearance in our first 3 years watching. Not going to happen. I don't know if my stance is better than Siraj. Not going to lie.
Well, your stance may not be, but your bowling will be, because I'm sure you're not going to get pumped.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, full toss, and he still gets bad on it. It still gets to the outer ring. Siraj can do no right.
Oh my gosh. And Siraj is just having a nightmare of a day. Can't stop it. I thought he should have stopped that.
The other fielder was going to stop that. I thought the second fielder was going to stop that. And Patel goes from a good over to a bad over. Gives up 10 in a middle over. Oh, this is just so rough.
You know what? I like this right here. What is Foss captaincy? Is it with Foss captaincy? He's letting the game get away from him. I think he is.
Absolutely.
So, going to Siraj twice in the power play after Siraj had gotten pumped early on. That was a mistake. I don't understand what Siraj was doing there. And not Siraj, I should say. And here goes Hasaranga. I think I would have bought Hasaranga in earlier. And man, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I kind of agree that he should focus more on tests. He's had a bad season. He's had a really, really bad season for his standards. He's usually good for at least, 13, 14 wickets for the season, some big wickets. Let's see where he's at this year. I don't even know if he's at double digits in wickets, but I could be wrong. Let's see. There's Mohammad Shami, but not Mohammad Siraj. And Hasaranga's in there, first ball, dot. Let's see, where is Siraj at? There he is, 9. Yeah, he's got 9 wickets. It's not to his standards, not at all. Boomer, Faf is doing the good old South African captaincy. Boomer, your team is in good shape right now, really, really good shape, and I admire you, and it kind of makes me laugh a little bit how calm you're being right now, and you're not being annoying me where you're just like, yes, let's do it, because you're so, I think you're like me, you're a little nervous of what could happen, but you're sitting in a pretty good spot. I get it, V-Rush, and if I was, born into cricket, I understand it, but I was not aware of that when I chose the teams, and I just, why would you not want to be a fan of a team that's never won it before, that has a chance of winning it?
You know what? We just saw that. Oh, sorry about that, Nick. Sup, thank you for the super chat. Fastest ball I've ever faced was a bowling machine, 140 clicks, but couldn't see the ball clearly, just played on instinct. You really don't. Anybody who's played, I haven't played cricket, but I played baseball. And here's the thing. That's why, and when I coach, I always tell kids, you got to read it out the hand. You pick up the ball out of the hand, but if you're really going to tell me your eyes can, I don't think it's possible for your eyes to track a ball that's moving that quickly. Anything above, 140, you're talking about that's 90 miles an hour. Your eyes can't track it. So you're reading the trajectory of the ball out of the hand and you're swinging at a spot. You know what I mean? Ball arrives in less than 2 seconds to home plate in baseball. Roughly the same distance, actually, in cricket, from where the bowler releases the ball to where the batsman's at. So you just don't have the time. You don't have the time.
Appreciate that, Sup. Always appreciate the support. How dare you, Han Solo? I hate the Dodgers with a passion. I hate the Dodgers way more than I hate CSK. Way more. Way more. There's still life left in this game. I appreciate that optimism. Boomer, I'm at work sneaking off to watch your stream. Appreciate that. We won't tell your boss. I can't afford to go loud now. I love it. That's hilarious. And Ronell says, yep, true. There you go, Gabe. She gives you some love. And Buttler he just plays the shots. He just plays the shots. It's very simple.
He's playing very intelligently, and Buttler is doing what Maxwell didn't do. Hasaranga is dangerous. Let me take my time. Let me just take the singles. Let me not get myself out. He's moving his feet, and that was pretty smart there. I like this comment here. USA,
jeez Louise.
USA playing against Papua New Guinea, Nepal, and a few other teams in USA. They're playing in Texas, and I actually looked into it. But unfortunately, guys, we've got summer school coming up next week, and I just had a very, very formal affair for my daughter, which cost a lot of doubloons. WAP, feria, money, boxes of city.
Kizash.
Kizash. So yeah, we'll be following online. I want to stream a match. Hopefully we can find it online, but actually visiting, no. Our next, maybe we'll do another match, I think in June or July. They're going to be playing in California, but our next match is going to be in Florida, and I'm super excited to go see my West Indies take on mighty India.
My two members of my family just got to Disneyland. I'm excited for them. You guys have a great time there. Be safe. And another strategic timeout. I hate these strategic timeouts. They last way longer than 2.5 minutes. But you're absolutely right, Mr. Gabe. It's you got to pay for that kind of stuff. Gabe paid for me to eat food there. I mean, come on. Come on.
Oh, man. All right, Nick. In any event, it is 81 for 1 in the 8th over. 81 for 1 in the 8th over. I want to try to make it through the next 2 overs before I get ready to depart for my brunch with my father-in-law. And it's this simple. It's this simple, Nick. You need a wicket. Josh Buttler at 56. If he gets to a century, this game is over. Sanju Samson playing slowly. 4 for 7. You've got I don't want to see Siraj again. Give me the purple people leader. Give me Hasaranga. 4 off that over. Give me Glenn Maxwell. Glenn Maxwell bowled well. All right. The only guy that's gotten really pumped, Nick. I mean, Shabazz Ahmed got pumped for 19, but I mean, Siraj absolutely got pumped. You got to stay away from Siraj. I'd rather go back to Shabazz Ahmed, to be honest with you. But use those.
You got 19. Give up 19. Did you say you're leaving in 2 overs? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I got that breakfast.
All right, I'm gonna take a break then before you leave me lonely. I'll be right back.
No worries. I'll be following in the chat. But yeah, right now I'm gonna be going and alternating overs between Josh Hazelwood, Glenn Maxwell, and it is what it is. Because if you get to the death and Butler's still there, your game's done. You're done. You're done. So I'm throwing the best I got in Hazelwood, Patel, and Hasaranga. I'll probably even sneak in a Shabazz Ahmed over in there as well. Siraj just looks so bad. So bad. But first ball, another single, guys. Another single. And this is what you need. You need to slow down the run rate. You need to slow down the run rate. They should have sent Ashwin to bat. Interesting. This is not winning anymore. It's a thrashing. Up in the air. And that is gone for 6. That is gone for 6. Gabe, how much do you earn from CFA channel? Not as much as you think. You'd be surprised. YouTube does not pay. YouTube used to pay a lot more pre-pandemic, and then after pandemic, a lot of the advertisers had cut how much they pay, and then just like inflation, for some reason, it never goes back to the original price. So I mean, it is what it is. Samju Samson, though, there goes the aggressiveness from Samju Samson. And gets that 6. And I was like, wait a minute. They went to Shabazz Ahmed there. So far was that 8 runs off the over, single, 6, single. And now Butler's on strike. Shabazz Ahmed not looking good, doing his best impression of Siraj. And oh, wow. Ball edged for a 4, to third man. That's actually lucky there by Buttler. Just couldn't react. Sanju Samson, not Sanju Samson, sorry. It's Josh Buttler edges it for 4, and not enough time for DK to make the adjustment and get there. And there's a cover drive for another 4. And yeah, that's actually point back there. That point. And that goes for 4. Oh man. Yep. Oh boy. Finish the match, end this pain. Finish the match, end this pain. Oh my. This is just sad now. You know, I gotta say, I was excited for RCB. I was excited for RCB. Gabe, you need to work on George Tyke impression. Run rate is 554. Another ball edged for 4. Very first ball. I mean, man, is there still no sound? Sanju Samson with a lucky 4 there, edged, and I mean now it's done. It's done. Every single boundary that can be found. Hasaranga comes in, and I mean, it's not RCB's day. Hasaranga gives up a boundary there, and it looks like no matter, I mean, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do at this point. So dot ball off the second ball here, and I mean they've got to throw, as we say, the kitchen sink right now. Dot ball right there again. They got to throw the kitchen sink and hope for a wicket, because if they don't break up this partnership, they're done. I mean, the required run rate is under 6. The current run rate right now is 10, almost 11, and the required run rate is under 6. And after 2 dot balls, Sanju Samson gets a single. He's able to push that through mid-wicket for a run. And man, another single taken there by Josh Buttler. And that's the thing. At this point, because this match will be over before Nick returns. That's hilarious. At this point, because the required run rate, they don't have to attack, and they can just take singles. And when you can just take singles against a guy like Hasaranga, all right, or even a dot ball at that point, it doesn't matter. You can just play so slowly, and man, that's the over. Hasaranga has a great over, right? 6 runs, but the required run rate is only 5. And that just shows you that's going to be the plan. Josh Buttler is staying in there with Sanju Samson. They're playing, you know, Samson's his strike rate back above 100. He's at 114. Dude, they could just play at a single and over, basically. A single and over. I got to figure out how to do that, Renell. Oh, and DK. Is that a drop? Oh, DK, there was the wicket. There was the wicket, and Faf cannot believe it. Edged to DK, and Purple Patel gets. I mean, wow. DK. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. And that is exactly how RCB's day goes. Great ball there by Purple Patel. He gets what he wants. A ball edged by Josh Buttler, and DK drops it. Wow. Yes, as Ozja would say, that is done and dusted. Done and dusted. Oh, poor Nick. A drop by DK, and that's it. That's it. That's the wicket you needed. You needed to get Josh Buttler out. That's not going to happen. And man. Sup, thank you for the super chat. Sup says, Gabe, which team do you think need the biggest this season? The teams at the top of the bottom, team chemistry and bad play, captaincy. Man, that is tough, man. I think that we saw this season. I mean, Mumbai. What happened in Mumbai it's sad, to be honest with you. They definitely suffered from the two new teams. They lost a lot of good players. CSK as well. It's all bad. It's all bad for those teams at the bottom of the order. I mean, the only legacy team to make it through is RCB, right? I got to think about that more. And Sanju Sanson dispatches that for 6. And man, yeah, DK choked today. Did not do anything with the bat. And then just probably has the biggest drop of this match. Wow. Rajasthan Royal, a legacy team. Well, they did win the very first IPL, but I guess they are a legacy team. They just, not one of the biggest 4 franchises. Yep, they did win the first IPL. I just mentioned that. Yeah, CSK and Mumbai, both terrible. Only the net run rate made it different. That's hilarious. And, it's going to be interesting, right? Conventional wisdom would tell you that Gutteraj, is going to win because it's going to be bowling versus batting. And you need good bowling in order to win a championship, right? Again, can Josh Buttler continue to do what he does and put up huge scores? On the flip side, Rajasthan normally can put up runs. The problem with Rajasthan is they need that extra bowler because they do have guys that end up getting pumped. So that's it's going to be an interesting match, and we'll see. It's called Rajasthan, I think, and not to try to just be contrarian, but if you're making the argument of bowling versus batting, I always go bowling, even though it didn't really work out in this game because I thought that Rajasthan bowling was weaker compared to RCB, with of course the likes of Hazelwood, Purple Patel, Hasaranga. But we'll see what happens.
And like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, how many wickets did I say that they would take, Gabe? How many?
You said they would take 1 wicket, my friend.
1.
And that's what has happened. Another drop, though, Nick. Another drop. DK had it in his lap. Josh Buttler edged it back to him. And DK's had a nightmare behind the stumps today. He absolutely has. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Dr. Jihan saying that he wasn't concentrating. He wasn't looking at the ball. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This game is over. And that's not me trying to be pessimistic. Rajasthan, they just showed up and they took the game. They took the bull by the horns. This is probably their best game I've seen them play in several as of recently. And I haven't seen every single game from beginning to finish, but I've watched most of this season. And I never thought that this was RCB's strongest squad, but they obviously have a really good squad. And it's unfortunate what happened. I didn't think this was going to happen. But Rajasthan, they just showed up. And the strategic plan of the coaches, of the team, of Samson was really the difference right here. Why am I lucky?
Sure.
Tell me why I'm lucky.
And I honestly think that, you know what, that
Here's
is...
a wicket. Hasaranga takes Samson's wicket again? Is that a wicket or no?
That's a wicket. That is a wicket.
Why?
He's walking off.
He took his wicket again.
But, bro, DK should have gotten... Think about it. Right now, both Buttler and both Buttler and Sanju Samson should be out. In which case, that 3 looks way different, Nick, when you're talking about Buttler being out and DK, and you're going to be counting on the likes of David Patico and Sherman Hitmeyer to bring this game home through the next 45 or 50 runs they would have needed. If Buttler would have gone down, I still think RCB could have won. But leaving Buttler there, like I said, Butler's the key in this game. Sanju Samson, 23 on 21. Jaiswal, 21 on 13. No one else on this team has the ability, and that's my fear with this team. I think the only other guy to get a 50 more than once might have been Sanju Samson, but they just can't count on that. And they really depend on Josh Buttler a lot. But, guys, that is it for me, my friend. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Sorry, I got people waiting on me, guys, but I'll be honest with you. I think that, anything can happen, right? Because you got a new guy at strike now. You got Hasaranga. I've seen him get a 4 or 5 wicket haul.
It would be an epic collapse. But
we'll
you have
see
a
what
great
happens.
day, Mr. Gabe. Get yourself some good food, spend time with the family, and I'll see you later.
Later, my man.
Adios. Vipul, I gotta agree with you. Kohli, Foff, Maxwell, they were all bad. The bowling has not been good enough. You can't win too many matches, playoff matches, when your top guys don't score and when your bowlers don't get big-time wickets. Dr. Jihan with another super chat. Appreciate that. He says, just lost it. The game has gone now, and Hazelwood's only bowled 2 overs. Thoughts? Can't understand Foff's captaincy. I agree. Foff, I was so excited for him to join RCB. I didn't really care about him being the captain or not, but I was so excited because this guy can play. He's still top 4 in runs scored, but I haven't seen him take the team on his back, so to speak, too many times this season and have it result in a win. His highest score came into that epic failure of a chase where they lost. They couldn't defend 205, right? And I'm not crushing Foff. He's a fantastic player. He's an amazing guy. And I do too much of crushing players when I really respect them so much. So I'm not crushing him, but he hasn't had game-changing moments for his team. And his captaincy, he loves to put 2 spinners in the power play and sometimes get 3 overs by them. I don't understand that. I don't understand a lot of different things. They had great fielding, so you can't really say the fielding plays and all that stuff is always horrible by him in the last match. But he just wasn't able to put the team on his back. Him and Kohli are basically like the 2 openers, superstar openers that you really can't trust to give you a consistent score. It's been all kinds of interesting, and it's just an unfortunate day, unfortunate match. Nick, your thoughts on RCB retaining Siraj over Chahal and Harshal? Harshal, they pay a lot of money for, and he has the ability to get wickets. I'm not surprised. I am surprised how much they paid for him. The Chahal one, I didn't understand. That almost comes to me like there's like blaming him for their past woes or some kind of issue with him and the team and why they let him go. I can't understand it. And definitely it looks bad now keeping Siraj over him. But remember, Siraj was a big name. Internationally, he's doing great things. He's always been Mr. Consistent for RCB. This year, from the first match, has been a bad season for him, and it's unfortunate. I think he can bounce back. Boomer, appreciate the super chat as well. He says, see, Nick, this is the problem with South African captains. They'll lead the team fantastically to the knockouts only to gloriously choke. Woo! Ooh, a little bit of shade right there. And South Africa does have, their international team does have that in their pedigree, right? They have that in the history. I'm a fan of teams in other sports that have the same exact pedigree. It's really, really tough. No one wants to hear that their team is full of chokers, but history is what history is. You got to accept it as a fan. Appreciate the super chat. And, you know, hard to argue, right? Hard to argue with that. And, man, I always think that those non-edges off the bat right to the wicketkeeper are always edges. I always feel that way, but it's not. Paticle's on strike. Buttler is 69 for 37. My goodness gracious. You're saying only last year was an anomaly for Siraj? Okay. Remember, I've only seen 3 seasons, and I don't remember 2020, the season for him. I thought he had a decent season, but obviously not. But he had a fantastic international year in 2020 to 2021. Absolutely. Boomer, well, in that case, is Kohli a South African too? Oh, man. Oh, and, you know, I hate it when you have guys like a Virat Kohli who aren't able to put up that big performance in the game where it matters most. I mean, that's my biggest knock because I've seen it so many times in the last 3 years of playing cricket. He's a fantastic cricketer, one of the greatest of all time. And it's been fantastic just to watch some of his gloriousness in the last few years when most of it was before him. But it's tough because you root for these guys and they don't perform. And in the past, I would get very angry, but I do respect these players so much. And they can do something that I'll never be able to dream of doing. And I shouldn't be so harsh on them, but it is frustrating speaking as a fan because I'm more of a fan than like a media guy or anything like that. It's tough to watch. Rajasthan is just a better team today. Absolutely. Yeah, there's Boomer says, yes, it is official. Mohit's like, wow, Boomer, you went there. Ooh. Boomer he's an OG CFA nation right there. We know we like to mix it up sometimes. I appreciate his comments. I appreciate the super chat, but I appreciate his comments even more. He is the man. $116 for 2 in the 13th over. They need 42 runs on 46 balls. You really need a hope and a prayer here, right? You really, really do. A big prayer. You're welcome. You are welcome. Can we see any life, any kind of excitement here? 3 hours going strong on the stream. I appreciate everyone joining us here. Paticle's on strike. Hazelwood's got the ball, and that is a nice hard hit shot, but right to the fielder. Thank goodness for 1 run. Buttler's on strike with his 70 off 39. I get this score updated. I'll update the score after this over. Swiggy Instamont, fastest delivery of the season. Umran Malik, 157. 157. No one in this game is on there. You got Joseph and Ferguson for the Titans in the top 4. 158, 1.8, 153.9. Jeez Louise. Buttler's on strike. Here comes Hazelwood's final ball of his 3rd over. And Buttler plays that well for a dot. Doesn't lose his wicket. Very smartly played. 41 runs needed on 42 balls. They have all the time in the world. So much time. And another strategic timeout, it looks like. Man alive, all these strategic timeouts. 117 for 2 in 13 overs. 117 for 2 in 13 overs. So I was wrong. I said they would only get 1 wicket. So far, they have 2. Rajasthan, you know, even if Buttler and Paticle lose their wickets, right, they still have an amazing chance to win this game. Nick, how many buckets did you eat before coming back just now? Yeah, I was filling up those buckets for sure. That's awesome. I even have like the full RCB gear on in a way. I got the hat, I got the shirt, but my shorts are like a golden brown color. Didn't do that on purpose. I just noticed that when I took my little break. I got the whole thing. And I gotta learn from my mistakes, because typically when I go full gear to support a team, it doesn't work out too well. I've got to know better than that. We got Renell commenting here. So what really went wrong for RCB? Poor bowling? Yep. Poor batting? Yep. What is it? Again, I think the bowling had too much pressure because the batting scored so low. They had to come out of the gates firing. Siraj wasn't up to it. He was bowling pies all over the place, cookies, whatever you want to call that. Easy to hit balls. Him and the rest of the bowlers weren't able to get too much. Hazelwood and Hasaranga, they had the 2 wickets. What else is new? But the other guys weren't able to step it up big enough. But it was the batting. The batting epically crashed and fell apart. Kohli, 8 runs. Faf below 100 strike rate. Maxwell was doing fantastic, but then went after that shot and lost his wicket. DK wasn't able to do anything. Patidar was the only bright spot with his 58 runs, and he needed to give you another century for RCB to even have a chance in this match. And the previous playoff match, Faf went down for a duck. Kohli did the 100 strike rate thing, 25 of 25. You needed Patidar to do everything. DK did show up. He did help finish. But those big guys, they, in the pressure situation, once again, RCB is not up for the challenge. And I know there's going to be a situation when there's a huge playoff game and those guys are up for the challenge and they make it into a laugher. But it's just, it's just not going to be this year. Agent of Chaos says it's still not over. I really, really appreciate your optimism. I am willing to eat all the crow in the world to be wrong about this. I don't think I'm wrong about it. Let's see. We have currently 179 likes. Let's go. Only 1 dislike. I'll take that. Let's get some more likes. Let's get to 200, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this stream and you have not liked it yet, please do us a huge favor. Like the stream. We like that kind of support. And let's get ourselves closer to 200 likes. Okay, quick run right there. There's a dot. You got Buttler on strike now. Josh Buttler, the fantasy player of the match. What else is new? Right? What else is new there? This tender guy just keeps coming back. They barely got in the playoffs, Jihan. They barely got in the playoffs. Need to put this stream on subscribers only mode. I didn't even know that was a setting, to tell you the truth. That would be interesting if you could only have streams for subscribers only. So if you want to watch, you get to subscribe to the channel. That is very, very interesting. You're welcome, Renell. It's tough. No super over. We got the 14th over here, 119 for 2. Is that Shabazz bowling? My video just went grainy right now. Yeah, stop the spams for sure. Nick, I told you before, it's a waste of time, waste of position if RCB gets in. They won't even challenge the opposite team. At least Delhi would have given a run for money. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I remember seeing that comment. Appreciate the comment here and the reminder. I don't agree with that. DC's playing flat all season long. They didn't deserve to be in there any more than RCB. DC has played flat all year long. Ponce coughed up too many games. They had their opportunity. They were there. It was basically their playoff game, their final match. They were there against the Wooden Spoon team, a team that only won 4 matches, but 3 before they played in that final match. They were there. They had the opportunity. They choked as bad as RCB's choking right now. I don't believe they deserve to be in there. RCB's got just as much potential as Delhi Capitals do, right? Just as much. They both choked this year, so I just can't get behind that comment. If you want to get mad at me for supporting RCB when you guys told me not to 3 years ago, I can get behind that. Can't get behind that comment, though. Thanks for the super chat. Again, Dr. Jihan, remember, save some money for dinner tonight, my friend. I wanted to see, I guess it's past dinner time. I want to see a GT versus LSG final as they're the two new teams, but Rajasthan Royals will be doing it in memory of Shane Warne and his contribution to RR. Absolutely. And I'll be rooting for the Rajasthan Royals because they were my early season pick. I also jumped in the bandwagon for Gujarat Titans, said they have a chance to repeat that Shane Warne-led 2008 Royals team. So either way, I'm going to be right. And I jumped in that bandwagon for GT early on this season because I was seeing some similarities early on. It's making that video look really, really good. Check out that video. I posted it, 1.5 months ago on this channel. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet to see the comparisons I made and what I noticed early on in the season. But absolutely, they had the banner up there for what did it say? Like Warren-led RR or something like that. The original captain. In his memory, this is the best way that you pay homage to your first captain in the IPL, the great and late Shane Warne, by giving a championship back to the franchise. I wouldn't want to see the top two teams in the final just because that would have been the ultimate slap in the face of the IPL, even though I'm glad they both made it to the playoffs. But I appreciate your opinion. Revis says, I'm now supporting double R. Awesome. Triple R is fantastic. It's on Netflix and other platforms. But this is double R. Nick, GT is my hometown, so if not RCB, I will root for them, and defending RR will be perfect for me. Defeating RR, excuse me. I agree. Usually I want to get that revenge, but I called for RR from the very beginning. And I like their squad, and I got love for Boomer. I want to see him happy. Or hear him happy in the comment section. All right, so the Royals are taking their time. They got one more run needed of them balls, 34 off 33. They got all the time in the world. Only thing right now is just don't lose a wicket. That's all you got to do is just don't lose a wicket right now. Shane Warne, the first Royal, absolutely. That would be fun. That would be a whole lot of fun. Absolutely. Jay says, let's go, Gujarat. Hometown, baby. Wow, that's a shot right there. But again, right to the fielder. Padicle is being very selective, as is Buttler with their shots. They just keep getting singles. You just keep doing that, and you're coasting. Man alive. I am blocking the Tinder guy. He just keeps coming in different names. I blocked him every single time. You are welcome, Mr. Boomer. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Come on, let's get a wicket. Ooh, gosh. How many times have we seen that? Buttler swing, barely miss, DK catch. How many? That's probably the fourth time we've seen that. That is just aggravated. He can't get a little bit of bat on there. Yeah, the final, I mean, it's going to be good for me with my predictions. It's going to be good either way, first-time winner or homage to Mr. Shane Warne. Either way, it's going to be good stuff. Another single there. I mean, these guys are like clockwork. Yeah. I just got to figure out how to do it. Oh, I know it's a bot, but the person behind these bots, right? It's just crazy. That was bad. That was bad. You can change chat settings. See, it's interesting because we use StreamYard for our live stream since YouTube doesn't allow more than one person to join on the stream. And so it has different settings on it. But maybe I can access that just from the YouTube channel. Let's see. Are they going to take 2 runs? Nope, just 1 run on that one. Okay, we're entering the death. I'm not going to call it the other name. 127 for 2. They need 31 runs on 30 balls. 127 for 2 is the score. I would like to say, oh, RCB's bowling's improved so much. But it's just Rajasthan taking their time. Another single run. What else is new? It's got to be a record for most consecutive single runs. I am sad for Padar. Poor guy gave his all, but no other big boys. I know. It's ridiculous. He's out there by himself. Chinese takeaway tonight for my girlfriend and me, Nick. She's not watching the IPL with me, though. Haha. Awesome. Enjoy the Chinese takeout. Enjoy the time with the girlfriend. Tell her we said what's up. She doesn't know who we are, but we say what's up anyways. Will Buttler score a century? I don't think so. He would need to take 24 of the last 30 runs from where I'm watching the match. Oh, that's the worst thing that could happen right there. And that's a 6. One of the final nails been put in the coffin. Now he's at 82 for 50. Gosh, he's put on a clinic. We need a miracle, and a miracle did not happen. No, it did not. Not whatsoever. Oh, this is tough to watch. And Buttler hits that one a mile as well. Another 6. It's all but done, ladies and gentlemen. It is all but donesies. Great match by Rajasthan. Super, super proud of you and your fan base. Buttler is an animal. Let's see how close he is to Kohli's record. What was Kohli's record again? 900 and some nonsense. He's still quite a ways away. He would need another century in the next match. I don't think he's going to get there. That's still asking for a lot. Get the funeral song. Get the violins ready. It's over, baby. 973. Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Warner. Oh, David Warner. Is that second 835? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes. Don't worry, RCB fans, we live in the darkness. We live there. For sure, Z's. %75 boundary rate? Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Sorry, I got distracted with trying to figure out the subscriber only thing. I'll look into that later. It's just, oh, it's crazy. Boomer's back. He's going to enjoy these last few balls here for this victory lap. It's impressive, man. Rajasthan What a bounce back. And that just shows you, like, what a difference an auction can make. One auction difference. And look at what they've been able to do. In the 2021 season, they were in 7th place, 7 out of 8. And that is hit in no man's land once again. And they got 2 runs off that, so now he's at 90. He has a chance to get that century. Thank goodness I made him a captain. Rajasthan won 5 matches last year. 7th place. Rajasthan won 6 matches the year before that, but that was only good enough for 8th place. What a competitive season that was. The difference of last place and first place was only 6 points. That's crazy. Oh, Butler's getting cheeky. Another boundary for him. He's at 94 now. Oh, my goodness gracious. Rajasthan was in 7th place in 2019. I mean, this has been quite the turnaround for them. And then they qualified for the playoffs in 2018 with only 7 wins. Very impressive what they've done. Yes, I like this too. Perfect mix of experience and youth. So true. Let's get to 200 likes in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 200 likes. Let's get there. Let's do it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so yet, please. 8 away from 200. Let's get there. Everyone, do me a favor and just hit that like button. You probably already have if you're still with me. I appreciate it. If you haven't, let's get it done. I will give them a slight edge. I think both these teams are pretty well balanced. It's all about who performs, though. Isn't that how it always is? I think both these teams are better balanced, have better players than the Gujarat Titans do. But they've really performed well. There's a few guys on their team every single game that's performing well. Ooh. Very smart just to leave that one. Let that one go by. Or did he not? He got bat on it? Oh, there's a wicket. All right. Little token wicket there by Paticle. Now Hitmeyer comes in. He can get the last few boundaries to win it. Hazelwood does his job. Appreciate that, Boomer. Happy birthday, Nick. Appreciate it. Sorry that your team couldn't make it. It's all good. Hopefully my Rajasthan can win it all and honor Shane Warne's legacy. It's been long overdue. Oh, you've waited. You've waited, what, 14 years? 13, 14 years? Appreciate the love. Appreciate the super chat. Yes, it's been a long time for you, my friend. A long time. And you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm really not. This has been a fun match to watch. And that's all you can do sometimes, right? That's all you can do. Akshat says, Nick, high strike rates come from stable batting partnerships, and this match is an example of that. Hard to argue with you, my friend. Hard to argue with you, so I won't argue with you. Nick, as an RCB fan, we are waiting more than they. That is technically true. That is technically true. But it's just about crossing that threshold of getting that IPL title. Like, you just got to get one, right? You just got to get one, and then you can, like, have all that pressure off. Like, okay, now let's go try to get it again. RCB always kills himself. But, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the Rajasthan Royals. I don't think this is a perfect example of RCB losing. This is more of an example of Rajasthan winning. It really, really is. Now, did RCB shoot themselves in the foot? Sure. But remember, think about how lucky they were in that first innings with their batting. They were lucky about 3 or 4 different instances, or it could have been even worse. Rajasthan, 10 runs needed on 18 balls. They're really taking down the wire. I had said that they would chase it in the 18th over. I also said they would only have 1 wicket loss, so I was wrong there. Oh, Devik, I'm so sorry. He's literally crying. I'm so sorry. There was so many amazingly sweet comments on my RCB won a playoff game video I posted a few days ago. So many amazingly sweet comments of like RCB fans so elated. Like it made their year that they won. And that's so awesome because that's how deprived RCB fans are. And this is an example of that. But don't cry. Don't cry. It's all good. It'll happen eventually. RCB needs to build off of this season. Take that into net. Listen, they were one of four out of 10 teams to qualify for the playoffs. They were the 4th out of 10 teams. They had the 4th best season. It's impressive to qualify when you have the 2 new teams qualify. There's only 2 extra spots left. And they were one of them. One of the old hat teams, so to speak. These are the 2 teams right here, actually. Nice play there. Nice fielding to stop him to 1 run. Buttler's at 96, ladies and gentlemen. He's at 96. Oh, they always break the hearts. Yeah, it's got to suck to be the players in that team for sure. Got all that pink ready to get rowdy. Rowdy Rajasthan. This cameraman, he can't help himself. Can't help himself. I think it's crazy how they have these huge numbers in cricket. What was Chris Gale's, like 336 or something? Hitmeyer's 186. Are those all based off like their top scores they've gotten in their career? Maxwell's bowling here in the 18th over. Hitmeyer gets a nice and easy single. Nick, show your tears. I will see. I will pay to see that. I'm not going to cry. There's Shane Warne. It's been a good match, and I'm not going to get mad or blame or anything. It's been a good match. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to say that I'd never cry. Honestly, I was getting emotional at the Top Gun movie last night, but I don't get emotional at the things you think I would get emotional at. Buttler just a single. He's at 97, ladies and gentlemen. With every passing, with every rotation of the strike, he loses his opportunity at a century. My daughter, she graduated, if you will, from 5th grade to 6th grade. We have a little ceremony for them at my school, as most 5th graders do, because that's when they're going on to middle school. Didn't cry then. Final day of school with my students. I've been with them all year long. Didn't cry then. Got a little emotional at Top Gun, though. Not going to lie. Yeah, let's get Buttler his 100. Exactly. There you go. Rotate the strike. See, Hitmeyer's doing the right thing. He's not even trying to go off right now. He's got plenty of balls in hand. He's got plenty of wickets in hand, and he wants to get Buttler on strike. Mad respect, Hitmeyer. Even though, in my opinion, the record is not as important as, we make it out to be, I think it's really cool that he's showing that respect. There's Buttler with a... Oh, he stopped the boundary. Oh, stop the presses. Hitmeyer goes way out of the base pass if that was a thing. And Buttler's at 99. He's a single away. He's a single away. Man alive. I can't even tell who that was. Fielding there. I can't even place who that person was. Here it is. If he gets a boundary, he wins, and he gets his century. It will be his 4th century of the season, which I think ties the record. There's the single run. And some spammers call me as we speak. Congratulations, Josh Buttler. Everyone put hundreds in the chat for Josh Buttler. Put hundreds in the chat. And let's show some love to this man. Come on. Man, he's had quite a season. He's my captain, so I'll take that. Hundreds in the chat. Oh, Rennell. At least the RCB fans are crying real tears. More real than Amber Heard's tears. Ooh, she's going for it. There we go. Hundreds in the chat. Josh Buttler, give it to that man. That's the record, right? 4 in a season. Ooh, I love it. Yes, the 100 emojis. Put it in there. 59 balls. And we said it. Gabe said it. I said it. Ozjod said it. You want to have a chance to not be chased by Rajasthan, you got to get Buttler out. And not only does he get his 100, but he rotates the strike. He's back on strike for even more punishment. Hopefully he didn't take Hitmeyer. There we go. Yep. That is tying the record for the most centuries in a season with 4. Chris Gale is tied for second with only 2. That's how hard it is to get centuries in a season. Man alive. He can finish it right here with the boundary. And then Rajasthan will be well on their way. Did we get 200 likes? Give me that like right there if you haven't done it yet. Give me that thumbs up. Like the stream. How dare you smile, Parag? You did nothing. Oh, and he finishes with a 6. Oh, my gosh. Mercy me. RCB is cooked. Like I said, 18th over. Like I said, it's over, baby. What a match for the Rajasthan Royals. If you're the Gujarat Titans, you're like, oh, man, oh, gosh. Woo, here we go. Rajasthan is in the best form. This might be their best complete match, honestly, because they could have got to 200 if they didn't slow it down after the 14th over just to make sure they didn't lose any more wickets. Yeah, my captain too, Lair. Probably everyone's captain, but I keep getting pushed out of the top 10, out of the top 20. I got to get back in the top 20 in our fantasy league. Man alive, Buttler puts a statement. He's not good. He's great, but still learning. The Buttler did it once again. And Rajasthan moves on to the finals against Gujarat. Now, sadly enough, I will not be streaming that finals match. Church Sunday. I have early church right when the match is going. I'll be following on my phone, but not as much as usual because I'll be at church trying to hear the good word. When I get back from church, the match will already be over. But good luck if you're a Gujarat fan. Good luck if you're a Rajasthan fan. And here at Cricket for Americans, we're all about being right. And either way, I'm going to be right with who wins that match. But whoever you're rooting for, I hope the most and the best out of that. It should be a great final, great batting, great bowling. I'm giving the edge to the Rajasthan Royals. I think they're going to take it. And that would have been my first time ever making a prediction early on. There was some hate for the way we labeled and judged teams out of the auction, but that would have been one that I got right. Everyone, Dr. Jihan, Boomer, Sup, Annie Nutty Addy, all those Turning Point that gave us some super chat love. We appreciate that. Renell, J, Agent of Chaos, Sunny S, Vignesh, Magic, Boomer, Krishna, Ravith, Joy, Mugdha, the guy who said that he unsubscribed because there was no Sasha Billion Dreams. Appreciate you watching and sticking till the end. AK Krish. Appreciate all of you. Piyush Garav, Tilka, Sunny S, and all those that haven't commented. We appreciate your viewership. We appreciate you. This has been a fantastic IPL season. I can't speak for Gabe whether he's streaming or not on Sunday. If he doesn't, this will be our final stream of the IPL season. And we appreciate you sticking with us. And it'll be right into switching gears into international play. Go ahead and support other YouTube channels. Watch their videos today. And with all that being said, don't forget our friends at Cricket 4 Pro S 2.0 and Dibbly Dobbly. Don't forget the final reaction and Born Review. See what we got going on over there. There might be something you enjoy. But with all that being said, thank you for the birthday wishes. Have a wonderful day. And congratulations to the Rajasthan Royals. Congratulations to the Titans. Great matchup coming up. Until next time.